mic. But yeah,
Oh,
snoring.
It was
The
awesome.
response.
We were all like, what was that sound? I was like, I think he's snoring.
Yeah. Okay, I was like, I'm trying to, get my improv ramped up, rev it up. Come on, rev up the engine.
It did come through on this. We heard like I thought it was a vacuum at first, but no, it was definitely snoring. I went ahead and moved you out of the channel, but not a big deal. Let's get started. With, if we can, a recap for inspiration. So who doesn't have inspiration? Oscar does. Rovan doesn't, so Rovan needs it. Nero's not here. Hagen needs it. And Dan, where's your character?
It's not on the map. I guess we're on a new scene, which I was...
I pasted
I don't even know where we are.
Yeah, I pasted everyone. Dan, you need inspiration as well. So all of you are welcome to give a recap. If you need a reminder, I did... Did I post a quick recap? I did. Above the image of the Borthak. And we are specifically at a temple. The last thing we left off on, I know, Noah and Dan, you were late, or like missed out on the very ending. The last thing we just left off on was getting to this temple. Rifle, the lycanthrop, led us to where his friends are locked up, and they're hidden away in this temple along the wall. There's all of these stone pillars with floating chunks of stone above them. These big chunks of stone look like they're just kind of floating above these pillars a few feet above. And there's a stone temple door built into the cave wall. I forget exactly how high the cliff is. I'll go find it. But there's a big cliff, and you guys are kind of in front of it dealing with that situation. Where is it? Here it is.
This wolf monster?
It's kind of a wolf monster. He called it a Borthak. And he said it's a bog monster, kind of wolf-like, but it has a cold aura around it. He says it can freeze an area just by living in it for a short amount of time.
So the last thing I remember was like before downtime, so we might have to rewind a little.
I think I can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Why don't you do it? Wax, give us a recap of last session.
Well, last we left... Oh, goodness, alright. There we go. Last we left off, we ended up finishing off in the death house. Oscar killed Strahd with a hammer.
Oh.
Mighty sword.
Smote him good.
After which, I tried to offer Lyrella and her friend to come back with us to Sigil, but they didn't manage after 2 days getting back, so we ended up going shopping, and you all helped me buy a breastplate. Beyond that, we discussed and tried to figure out more about the obelisk, and found out it is very well guarded, and a heist might be in order. But beyond that, we ended up going back to we ended up traveling traveling to Krynn, where we ended up finding a rotting tree with a treant and a dryad, where I gave over my violin after a fight and a misunderstanding. And now I just have a gun, a rapier, and we are getting ready to fight a Borthak.
Exactly, thank you. And I'll throw you an inspiration for that, Rovan. Thank you for the recap. And Rifle...
Oh, and how could I forget?
Yes.
We somehow met Rodix on the way over.
We somehow met Rifle.
Pretty chill guy.
We will get to that right now. So Rifle wanted to find a Palon fruit. The Palon fruit was to distract the Borthak. The Borthak has his party locked up in a temple. And so that is his storyline. He offers to help get you to where that rod piece is. He tells you he knows who took it and he knows where it is, and he will even help get you there. However, he needs help with his people immediately. So the party rushes straight to this temple. And that's kind of where we left off. So as you guys are rushing over to this temple, before we get to this scene with the Borthak, somewhere just along the hillside, along the forest, catching up to the party, just a few moments late as the Wizards 3 teleport Rotig into the party as well. A late arrival. Rotig, you catch up to the party. See them heading off with what looks to be a lycanthrope, seems to be an ally. You've at least some familiarity with what the party looks like. You've heard descriptions of them at a minimum. Let's say, give me a survival check to see how close it is to travel time, or if it's right before this.
Okay. Oh, can I roll with guidance?
Yeah, you can guidance it, so add a d4.
Let's do that, because that was pretty low. Okay, 17.
As you take a look at some of the tracks, they're pretty fresh. You can see it looks like something went into this dead tree and emerged out of the other side. I think we have art for that dead tree. Let me... Halon tree looked to be like this old, ancient, huge tree. You can see a human in the bottom right for size there. A huge tree and an opening in the center. It looks like they went in, battled the treant, and left. The treant, still alive and weakened, informs you that the party recently made their way to a nearby temple. You follow the footprints in the forest at a pretty quick pace, and you catch up to them about halfway through. So you're about half an hour to the actual temple at this point, and you can see kind of the party's probably moving at a fast pace right now. So maybe not running, but like jogging together through a forest. You have to kind of catch up to that. So a heavy clanking metal coming from behind as a kind of well-armored dwarf catches up. Rodig, what does the party see?
Well, I feel like Rodig's is wearing a big, huge shield, a lot of armor, and stands at a forge a lot, sweating a lot, and so you would both hear and smell him probably before you see him. Rodig's is also not a big fan of jogging, as few dwarfs are, so he is very grumpy about having to jog to catch up.
With that rifle...
Very strong over short distances.
Rifle stops early in the forest, sniffing into the air. Someone is following us.
Is it someone friendly?
I smell of coal and flame.
I don't smell nothing.
Devil of some kind, then.
It could
No,
be.
there need to be brimstone in that.
Whatever
You see
it is,
Robin.
they're catching up. What do you do, Robin?
I feel
He's
like,
a sneaky-
as well as hearing the armor clank, you would also hear just a stream of curses in Dwarven as he's running to catch up and despising every minute of having to jog.
Does anybody...
Language! Sorry.
No, go ahead. Just cut me off. It's fine. Do it. Do it. I mean that seriously. Do your sentence.
Oh, it just goes off towards Rodig. Just
Does anybody know Dwarvish?
I do.
Yeah.
We do. A
Oh,
lot
that's
of us
a
do.
question.
Oscar does. Hoggins. You know Dwarvish? You do. Damn, okay, so quite a few of you immediately kind of picking up on the language. Hey, so does Rovan. Damn. What the hell? The whole party knows Dwarvish. So does Nero.
I don't. I'm the only. I know
Wormwood's
like
the
six
only one
languages.
without Dwarvish,
No.
everybody.
we will
I
teach him
feel like
Dwarvish.
you may know Dwarvish, but you probably haven't heard these specific words.
Well, so what do they hear approaching?
Clanking, cursing.
Just a lot of curse words.
I say, the dialect he's using on those curse words, I haven't heard that in a millennia.
Sounds like
Like
rock
century.
star.
Century.
You telling me that's language? Sounds like a rock slide.
Yeah, dwarves are a bit eccentric. They live underground a little too much, maybe. But they're usually good guys.
All the dwarves I met have been good.
Yeah.
Rifle puts a hood up and says, Don't want to startle him. Who wants to introduce themselves first, then?
Hello!
Sure, this isn't a fight. Rovan just kind of runs forward. Rotig, the first thing that you see is Rovan. Rovan, give a quick description. What does he see?
You see a purple half-drow with red hair, purple eyes, and a gun and rapier to his side. He's wearing a breastplate, and he has a very wide smile on his face as he approaches you. He's wearing a blue and green type of kind of bohemian style clothing, and he has fangs.
I think would the wizards have kind of told him about the party a little bit?
Well, so not only would the wizards have told you a little bit about them, but also, I would say, living relatively just in Faerun, in near Neverwinter, you've heard of them as the heroes of Neverwinter before, at least some of them. Rovan, Oscar, Nero, are somewhat revered in Neverwinter, and recently as well, so possibly seeing or hearing about them, and then also actually getting info from the Wizards 3. You know what the party's makeup is.
I feel like Rodix would probably say something to the effect of, "Yeah, they told me there'd be a bloody drow here."
Nice.
Well, it's always good to see a dwarf. Would you like a drink?
I think his drink is probably going to be very little as he huffs and puffs and maybe pour some water over his face, which is just profusely sweating.
You're beet red, my friend. Maybe you should have a seat.
Yeah,
think
now I
he
think
would
about it, I'm
probably-
actually feeling kind of Sorry.
No, you're fine. I think he'll tell them that he talked to those bloody wizards and they said there was a bunch of adventurers trying to get themselves killed somewhere.
Yeah, sounds like us.
To be clear, the objective is not self-destruction, but it is just a constant risk.
It's only happened once.
I think he'll pour some water on his face and kind of, pour some water down his beard, which is dripping with now water and perspiration, and say, "Well, let's bloody get on with it."
A very short fellow in the back steps forward and pulls off his hood, a blue cloaked hood, and just says, "Good, if you're not an enemy, then join us. We have to hurry. The Borthak. There's no time. It might have gotten in already."
I think he'll say something to the effect of, "Bloody adventurers, always in a hurry somewhere."
Well, that's the goal, my dwarvish friend, or acquaintance, really.
You move real fast there, Oscar.
Big, long legs, big stride.
Rushing forward, you guys start to continue the run. A good 20-30 minutes out of the forest, the edge of the ocean. And right on the edge of it, you can see a temple built into a cliffside. And with that, a Borthak, a huge monstrosity, wolf-like creature, standing about 12 feet tall on all fours. Think wolf/badger. If that makes sense.
Badger?
Like really loose, big skin. And their loose skin is a big part of their defense. He looks like he has a thick, loose hide.
Nice. Quick
Very
question.
pettable. Got it.
Very pettable, yeah.
Behind us,
it's like
is this
a honey badger might turn its whole body around inside its skin to bite what's getting it at it. Come on.
behind us, is this a beach or a cliff?
So this is a beach. So you're on the edge of the ocean. And then there's a cliff side in front of you. And what I like to do a lot of the times is just show you guys the actual map that came with this so that you have a good idea of the layout. Because the black and white map is probably better mechanically. But this is generally... And so the black and white map doesn't show the inside of the temple. This one does. But generally, this is kind of the style here. And I'm sorry, I think it might be just a river, not an ocean. Rising from the fen are 2 rows of standing stones, each one a rough carved pillar 20 feet high and 10 feet thick. Floating inches above each standing stone is a 10-foot diameter boulder. West of the fen is a swiftly flowing creek with muddy banks, so it's just a creek. It's probably only a few feet deep. And north, slopes to the north and east meet to form a rocky bluff. Within that bluff, there's a temple door. An enormous, slavering monster attacks the bluff face, where a stone arc marks the entrance to an underground temple. A crumbling stone door separates the monster from the temple's interior. And that's where we're at. That makes sense. Does it say how tall the cliff is? Okay, so the ground within 20 feet. So all of this beach-looking area, that looks like difficult terrain mud. That's what that is. Don't know if it says anywhere how tall the cliff is. 20 feet tall? 20 feet tall. So that's how tall a cliff is. 20-foot tall cliff ledge, staggers down on either end. And then there's a Borthak in the center attacking it. But with that, I need initiatives. So on the top right, you can right-click the swords. That should pull out the initiative tracker. Am I missing? I'm missing Wormwood.
No, not in there.
And Hagen.
Do we have long rested, just out of curiosity? Because I just realized I'm at 58 hit points.
We have not long rested. We battled the Treant. We battled the Dryad. We didn't battle the Dryad, did we? No, we just talked to the Dryad.
Yeah,
I think you're wounded from the Treant because you immediately, Rovin, walked up. I think Nero pointed out, "Hey, that looks sus," and then you walked up to it or something. You were immediately attacked by the Treant.
What happened, I think, was that I was climbing up the cliffside. Oscar was warning me against impulsivity, and
that's what it was. Oscar,
because of that, the Treant attacked me.
And then the Treant had some spiders help attack too. You got webbed up. So no, the health is correct, and we've not short rested because this was like an urgent. Get over here. The Borthak is killing my people. I gotta go. So he got the Palon fruit from Giza. You guys have a Palon fruit, which Rifle has
I thought we
said,
gave it to the Dryad.
No, the Dryad gave you a Palon fruit in exchange. The last
for the
Palon.
violin.
He gave you the last Palon fruit in exchange for the violin. The violin replacing the magic artifact that fueled the tree. I will roll Nero, and while he's not here, I'll just play his character. He'll just do some pew-pews.
Are we actually going to give this creature that fruit instead of keeping it? It seems rare beyond measure.
Yeah, I would have looked at this fruit. Like, I'm a bit out of the loop because I was not there at the end of last session. But I think I would have, what would I know about this fruit? Or
well,
what
so
might
it was a Palon tree. It was this huge tree that seemed to have a lot of magical energy to it. And
Niall put a picture of, which had a face in it, almost.
And it produced this fruit. And this was the last one because the tree was dying. Beyond that, you guys don't know that much about Palon fruit? Or Palon trees?
But how long have we had it?
Just for an hour, right?
But we were so you had it and then you rushed over here, yeah.
Okay, because I'm just wondering if I could use commune with nature or something to work out more about it.
Can I do a heal on Rovin real quick?
You can definitely cast heals on him before the fight, yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you, Hagen.
Just trying to see. I think that's on my staff of the woodlands. No, it's just a spell.
To be honest, they don't go into great detail about the Palon tree either, so...
Oh, right.
I probably have to make up most of it anyway. I don't know much about Krynn lore, and I doubt Palon trees are even a thing there. I don't know.
Yeah, let's not go there.
So yeah, I'm
No!
honestly not
Palon
sure.
tree is key to all of this. We can just get the Palon tree working.
Let's not worry about it too much. It's MacGuffin number 1. Healing to Roven. How much healing do you do? What do you do?
Oh yeah, I'm doing it right
Oh, okay, I didn't
So many
see.
I just gleaned that in some cultures they call this the MacGuffin fruit.
now. There, we'll do a 3rd level cure wounds.
34
Get that
points
much.
of healing. That's pretty damn nice. All right. With
Thanks.
that, let me find combat music. We'll get right combat with it.
I'm untapped though, aren't I? Because I haven't been involved since we would have long rested. So I think
Did you fight with the treant?
no, I was gone before.
Then, oh yeah, you were gone during before we even came here, right?
Yeah, exactly. I've woken up in Krynn, it seems.
You've woken up in Krynn.
Taking a short rest.
That's the hangover, part 4.
Well, let's get right into combat. So Nero spots this creature from around the pillar. I think he's going to try to just spread out a little bit. So let's do 30 foot. Oh wow, it's a big map.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll do 30 foot here. He also has Sylvie out, because he always does. So Sylvie's
Can you
by
ride
his
and
side.
fly it now?
Yeah, Sylvie's big now, right? Let's
Yeah.
make her big. And yeah, we'll say flying on Sylvie. Why not? That makes things better for him. For now, we'll start him off flying on Sylvie. And we'll just say he's like 25 feet in the air. So flying on the back of a dragon, he's going to just take his 2 attacks. I think he just... Yeah, he attacks twice. He's just going to take 2 shots this round. I'll Hunter's Mark and shoot twice for him. Does he have Hunter's Mark?
He's
Might have
ranger,
got rid
shut
of it. Why doesn't he have Hunter's Mark? Doesn't he
Like-
automatically?
If he didn't
Hunter's Mark
switch
should
to
be automatic
2024,
now.
he doesn't have it.
Yeah, I don't think he has it. All right. Then I'm
That's
not
only
going to
under
Hunter's Mark.
2024 rules, though.
He's out of range of Hunter's Mark anyways.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm just going to take 2 shots. I don't think I steady aimed for him either, but that's okay. He's flying. I don't think he would steady aim. 22, 26, and 2 shots, 2 hits. So flying on the back of a white dragon, you see the party's Eladrin hold out a rifle that kind of charges up and then blasts off a large radiant... Is it radiant? Yeah. Large radiant bolts. 20 and 21 damage into the creature as it kind of immediately turns, saliva dripping from its maw, and it looks agitated. Roven, before you go, it's going to use a legendary movement. And it turns and it dashes towards the party. 60 feet forward. Roven, you're up.
I believe we have its attention.
Didn't even need the Palon fruit.
Rifle looks and says, we weren't supposed to fight it!
Don't think we have much of a choice.
There's always a choice. He runs over.
Oh, yes.
So I will ask, before we do start, who wants to be carrying the Palon fruit right now? Only one person
Doesn't the
can be
druid have it?
carrying it at the start. Yeah, sure, Wormwood. Yeah,
He was trying to research it.
that perfect.
Yeah, just
Alright.
that was.
Wormwood starts off with Palon. Just make it.
Not to hot potato you, but you know.
No, yeah, good call.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Roven, you're up. You run forward as the creature charges, stomping forward.
Well, I'm supposed to animal handling check to tame this thing would work, so I'm going to try and distract it. There's mischief.
say, Rovan, discourse is probably not the chosen method at this point.
Right, a 10-foot cube effect changes depending on the roll. Roll a d4. Alright, 2. Dexterity saving throw or be blinded. Alright, what's your save DC?
That would be 17 M. Spell DC 17.
Immediately blinded. Rushing forward, how do you blind the creature?
Yeah, so you just see him pull out a little makeshift flute he made a while ago, and a bunch of flowers, sunflowers, just spread out of the ground around the creature. Not exactly trying to harm it per se.
Very nice. Squirting water into its eyes and face, the Borthak just stops and starts to growl, shaking its head and fur as it is temporarily blinded.
But if we want to try and get this thing under control, now's the time.
Any bonus? Anything else on your turn?
Beyond that,
You got cunning action, so you got a lot of stuff you can do with bonus.
yeah, well, cunning action, I think dash.
Yeah. Now move out of its pathway.
Yeah, be ready to strike
Line
whenever
train
it
coming
decides
through.
to stop being blinded.
Taking cover on that next pillar. Roddigs, you're up.
Oh, there's music for it being my turn.
Well,
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, that's 20 feet of movement. Oh, there it is. Let's go right to here. Because he wants
I'll
to get
share
right in
the-
the way.
Worth that guard. Wolf Badger.
Bad dog.
a puppy.
Badge dog.
Roddy's going to cast Shield of Faith on himself.
Not a
How
bad
do I
call.
How do I do that? So I target and then cast the spell. It didn't add it to my. Oh. Well, it
Yeah, so
added-
you
it added
you had the
way too
effects
much.
after, yeah. But
It just
perfect.
increased my AC to 29, which is it's acting like it has shield.
I'll take a quick look. Concentration Shield of Faith +5. Yeah, I'll fix that.
Yeah, so it should be 26. And then I think he's just gonna toss out a Sacred Flame.
26, nice.
That is a 21 Dex. Yeah,
DC
21 Dex.
21 Dexterity saving throw. Blind doesn't change his dex saves, does it? No. Alright. Dexterity saving throw.
I think what is it? Restrain does.
He automatically fails stuff that requires sight, but either way, he fails here. Beam of light shining down blasts him with radiant damage. 14 points.
And he's gonna scream out, "Sit, you bad dog!" Does it for me?
Alright. Before you go, we're going to use another one of those legendaries. The dog is going to continue that 60-foot charge. He gets to here. Alright, Riffle's going to go. And
I think Roddigs is gonna scream out, "This thing's breath is terrible!"
he turns and says, "Are we really going to fight it? Get the fruit!" And he will pull out his claws and he'll run to its flank. And he's going to do his multi-attack. So he makes 2 attacks. The second claws scrape across, but don't seem to do much. The first set does hit. For only 2 points of damage, as the creature seems resistant to his slashing. Or one with bite. He'll just do 2 claws, so that's fine. Wormwood.
So this guy just shouted out that we need to kind of.
Rifle does not seem to want to fight it. He thinks you can't, but you guys know you can fight a lot of big creatures. But it's really up to what you want to do with the fruit. But he says to use it to distract it, but you do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, right. So that it's not like this thing would back off if I gave it the fruit. It'd be more like.
It would back off while it ate the fruit.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean,
so you can use an action, meta-wise. It is an. Let me read it. Distracting the Borthok. You can use an action to use the ripe fruit to distract it. You have to hurl it towards it in an area. The Borthak moves towards the fruit and devours it as an action. So it is literally just 1 round.
And we would use that distraction to get through the front door, I suppose.
Potentially. You guys are probably gonna have to fight him because I don't see how 1 round is gonna save you from a fight. But
yeah.
But that's what they wrote in. So 1 round. Only 1 fruit.
Can I like boost that with like animal handling or something?
With like plant growth or something. Yeah.
Oh,
You're
right.
a druid. I wouldn't say no to some magic.
I mean, all right. Let's do this. Hopefully, it will contain it long enough for us to get inside. Because, like, I think Wormwood. It's like, whatever this creature is. It's a monster.
And so the
right?
the goal isn't even necessarily just to get inside. It's actually mostly just to save the people in there. So getting them out, really.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, that's.
Establish dominance.
We can tame it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can either just kick this thing's ass, which you probably can.
Establish dominance.
Or you can try to find a way to get those people out of there. That's kind of the mission.
I think initially, because he wouldn't want to just outright start like wailing on this thing. He's going to try and he'll go establish dominance. You say, all right, down, boy, and I will I'll cast Wall of Thorns in like a dome around it. Basically, I'll use all of the Wall of Thorns squares to kind of create a dome of thorns around the creature.
Wall of Thorn. The wall appears within range solid surface. You can choose the wall to be 60 feet long, 10 feet high, 5 feet thick, or in a circle. So you want to do a circle around them?
Yes.
Okay.
Not a dome, yeah, sorry, a circle.
20
Yeah.
feet high, 5 feet thick, circle. 20 foot diameter.
That's 6 charges from my Staff of the Woodlands. I'm trying to find the actual spell. Let me see. Of Thorns. There we go. Create circle.
When the wall appears, each creature must make a dex save. Piercing damage, half as much, so 78 piercing. Did it have a circle template? I don't.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, it did? Okay, perfect. Alright, so you want to place it like that. Perfect, yeah, and he'll be right in that 10-foot area. Dexterity saving throw as the thorns appear. He has not done well on dex saves. Fails another one. Thorns just sprout up around him, kind of catch him in a cage. Very nice.
And yeah, I shout down, boy, as I do that. I'm going to keep the fruit stashed for now.
Perfect.
And then I'll just look to Oscar and I'll be like, and Hoggin, and be like, what's the play here, lads? He's stuck in there for now, but
And go to anything else on your turn?
oh yeah, cautious shillelagh of my weapon.
All right. Lele, as the thorns also wrap around your quarterstaff.
I think maybe I would just huddle back here.
Get to
Some
behind
concentration.
The Borthak. Enwrapped around a wall of thorns. Every 1 foot the creature moves through the wall, it must spend 4 feet of movement. That is so confusing. For every 1 foot a creature moves through the wall, it must spend 4 feet of movement. Furthermore, the first time a creature enters a space in the wall on a turn or ends its turn there. Okay.
It's basically a square's 20 feet.
So he's got to go 20 feet to get out of it. So he's going to kind of initially jump back from the thorns. And then he's just going to push his whole body through the thorns. He's got a total of 60 feet of movement. I don't know the full math on that, but I'm pretty sure he can at least get out of it. And that's as far as he's going this turn anyway.
Rips himself up pretty bad.
He's going to rip himself up pretty bad. So the creature makes another dex save for 7d8 slashing.
Oh, you silly bugger, down! I said down!
Also, I don't think I got the initial damage either, so I need 7d8 twice.
Very well.
Initial damage
so
he takes all of, the second one he saves.
Okay, for first damage, all of this.
Very nice.
Oh, that
36,
roll.
and this is piercing. You see that his thick hide, much like a badger, deals with it pretty well. 18 points of damage.
So I suppose quarter this then.
Quarter on this one. He takes half for 7 points of damage. He emerges out of the wall of thorns. He looks angry. Rovan, how long is he blinded for? Is it until your turn?
I'm pretty sure it's so long as he's out of the
Oh, is it once
effect
he's out?
limit.
So you fill a 20-foot cube within range. Let me just double check. What did that say on the thing?
Until the start of your
until
next
the
turn.
start of your next turn. Yeah, blinded
Okay.
until the start of your next turn. So he's blinded. All right. So he's blinded. He gets out. He's just going to smell the forge on you, Roddigs, and you're the closest, smelliest target. He's going to make some attacks.
Guilty as charged.
Closest, smelliest target.
One of his attacks requires sight, so he can't do that this round. Instead, he's going to make a bite. Actually, let me figure out the movement here. So it'd be 10 feet, and then it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20. So we'll just say 10 feet extra will take 40 feet. Got another 10. He is going to get to here. At a minimum. And then he's going to do his multi-attacks here. So we're going to make 1 bite attack on Roddigs. And then he makes 4 stomp attacks. We're going to say 2 and 2. Roddigs and Oscar. So bite on Roddigs. 31 to hit. He's then going to stomp twice.
Disadvantage though, right? Because he's blinded.
Disadvantage, thank you. This is the bite disadvantage. 23 to hit. I think that misses.
23 will miss.
The stomp will also be disadvantaged, so I'll disadvantage that 28. Alright, still 28. And then a second stomp. Second
Does this guy have a
stomp is
30
21.
strength?
He does. So that's 2.
Oh my god.
That's 2 misses. He only gets 1 stomp in there, and then 2 stomps onto Oscar. Oh, disadvantage as well. Damn it. A disadvantage. That one.
Oh,
Second stomp,
Love it.
disadvantage. All
Ooh,
right.
that one hits.
All right, so he gets 1 stomp on Roddigs, 1 stomp on Oscar. $15 to Roddigs,
I'll shield Roddick.
then 17
Oh, I'm
to
good.
Oscar. You want to react?
Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
Okay. I'll do it for
For Oscar?
Oscar then.
All right. Hagen, a magical shield ward extending over to Oscar there. Does it absorb the whole 17?
Yeah, 29.
29 already?
Nice.
Perfect.
Thanks.
So minus the 17 from that. And
Yeah, 13.
I am concentrating on Shield of Faith, but my spell save DC is high enough that it's an automatic success.
yeah, anytime you take damage, it will message you that con save. You can just ignore it unless it is 22 damage or more.
24, actually.
Plus 10, so a 1 would be 11. So yeah, 24 damage or more. Otherwise, don't worry about it. That is the Borthak's turn, blinded, albeit on a rampage, bursting through the thorns. Oscar.
All right. I can tell he's blinded, right?
Yeah, his eyes are closed right now, as you saw.
Okay.
You saw Roven blind him.
Then I
Does
will,
he get a save or?
No, it just ends on Roven's turn.
Oh,
back
cool.
up a little bit then, and I will rage. Bam. So I grow too large. And I will charge forward and attack.
Kind of like tumble away from the stomp, stand up,
Oh, yeah,
grow
this is a-
huge, slam forward.
Yeah, so this is a brutal strike, so I don't get advantage.
Did you add the +2 or do you have flanking still?
4 from strength,
5 from proficiency. It's a
and then
+2
2 from the
weapon,
weapon.
right? So yeah, so +2 for flanking.
right.
16 hits.
All right, cool. Oh, wow, nice. Oh, I forgot about that. That's fine. Whatever. I guess I won't.
He's not wearing armor or anything.
Yeah, I guess so. I was gonna use the sacred weapon thing, but I forgot about that. But whatever.
Did you roll with advantage?
No, but because I'm using brutal strike, so that negates advantage.
Oh.
Can I ask one dumb question though?
Mhm.
Didn't you say at the beginning he was like icy? Like,
Oh, no, that's not a
We've
dumb
seen that
question.
manifest.
I think that affects Oscar. I think this is the first time it affects someone. Oscar, at the...
Okay.
When a creature other than the Borthak starts there, so 10 feet around him as he ends his turn there, the ground begins to grow with an icy aura. When you start next to him, I need a dex save, so you actually might have fallen prone to start.
Okay.
I mean, you still have the movement to stand up and do all that, but there's a possibility you have less movement, so just throw me a dex save. Double nat 20.
What the?
No.
Oh man, what a waste.
Oscar didn't fall down.
Yes. Gracefully, like an acrobat, jumping over, doing like triple twists and everything. Just
Double
Turn
and
pike.
nat 20 on that. You ice skate around.
yes.
Not an issue at all. You do a little pirouette, grow big, and make a maul attack. The
All
pirouette maybe made it not the best attack, but a 16 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right.
But thank you for that. Yes, I almost forgot his icy aura. God damn, you're crazy damage.
That was such rolls.
And then I push him. What is that for the brutal strike? I think it's 15 feet back.
With a heavy hit with a bit of lightning cascading through, 50 points of damage. And then, how far back?
15 feet back.
15-foot push. It doesn't have a creature size limit, right? Doesn't have anything like that?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Do I get an attack of opportunity since he moved out of my range?
No, it's forced movement, so you only get those on his movement, but when he's knocked back, no.
Fair enough.
And then as a part of that, I move up with my movement, and I will attack again. And this time at advantage.
And you can move up to half your speed without provoking op attacks. Very cool. So you kind of slam him back and step forward. Very rushing and knocking him back. A 20 hits.
All right. $35 points of damage on the second swing. He whimpers as you
get him down to a somewhat injured state, but a very resilient beast.
And yeah, that'll be my turn.
Hagen, reaction comes back, and you are up. Beast first rushing forward, bursting through Wormwood's thorn bush, and then kind of getting right up near your face, but Oscar quickly rushing him back. What do you do?
I'm gonna witch bolt. I always want to try this, and they're doing well. So
An arc of lightning connecting between the two of you. Go ahead and make a spell attack roll. Unfortunately, 11 misses.
He would have advantage though, right? Because he's blinded.
Yeah. Unseen attacker, you have advantage. All 22 hits. I wish that lightning beam stayed.
it should stay. In my games, it always stays.
Yeah, why didn't it stay? That was weird. I don't know how to make it stay. Well, I'll mark him with Witch Bolt either way. You have him linked up.
Here, let me see if I'll just cast it. Not use it.
It's weird that the graphic didn't stay, but no big deal. 18 points of damage. It normally does. I might need to update or something. That time it didn't even do.
I think I have to attack.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, there it is. Does it stay though? No.
Nope, on the way.
Doesn't stay anymore. I'll figure it
All
out.
right,
No
I'm done
worries.
messing around. Dang it, I wasted a crit. And then my action, I'll do my magic missiles for my wand.
All right. Pull out the magical wand and wave that as well. A few magic missiles come shooting out of that.
So just
How many charges?
the one, so it's 3, right?
3 magic missiles.
There we go.
10
10
points
more.
of damage.
It's no 50, but 38's not bad.
Not bad, and you have a link of lightning between you now. Concentrate on that. Nero, welcome. I heard you join. I haven't heard you talk yet, but I went ahead and I started off your turn. I'll put your mark down. I had you start off flying on Sylvie's back. You're 25 feet in the air, flying on Sylvie, and you've already shot twice, but you're up.
Okay. Want to shoot? I'm just gonna shoot again.
And am I correct that you do not have Hunter's Mark? I didn't see
Uh,
your spell list. You got some cool spells, but I think you got rid of Hunter.
Did I?
You also have Sharpshooter, in case you want to turn it on. This guy's not that hard to hit. You want that on?
I'm not. Yeah, I'll turn it on.
All right, yeah. Let's say it was on for that. That hits.
Okay.
Would have made it an 18. An 18 hits. Of course, I tell you that, and then you roll a 2. So, unfortunately, a 12 does miss.
Well, he would have advantage because he's blinded still, I think.
Oh, you have advantage. Hell yeah. So first attack 23. Roll again with advantage. Gotta remember the blinded. There we go. Second attack 23. 2 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Add a plus 10 for the sharpshooter in the situational bonus.
Okay.
24 on the first blast. $30 points of damage on the second one. Not bad. 2 heavy shots shooting down, 54 points of damage as 2 beams of radiant energy charging up in the rifle blast the Borthak.
And then I'm going to uh never mind. That's it.
Sylvie holding you steady. Does she? You command her to fly anywhere? You stay there, hovering.
I'll stay right there. That's like
Give
well,
me a let's say, give me a survival check. A 9. All right, don't worry about it. I was gonna give you a little extra hint about the battlefield, but you're more just worried about shooting this guy right now, and you get 2 heavy good shots in. Roven, you're up.
Alright, I am going to move right next to Riffle over here. And cast enlarge, reducing our Borthak here, hopefully.
You attempt to reduce the Borthak. Alright, con saving throw. Now, he does have a good con. Normal cons. Plus, yeah, an
Let's
18
try.
plus his mod, a 30 on the dice. Unfortunately, he resists the magic as you try to shrink him down to just a little puppy.
Hmm.
And I believe the start of your turn, so he's no longer blinded. And that's concentration as well, so the aura definitely lasted, but it's gone.
Oh crap! I forgot about topple again.
Oh yeah, you could have knocked him prone. Remember your weapon topples.
Yeah, but then Nero would have had disadvantage.
That's true
So-
too.
I still
I'm
would
pretty-
hit.
I'm pretty sure I can choose to do weapon matches or not. So
Well, he would have had
Yeah.
straight roll.
yeah.
Roven, you step forward, you try to reduce him. Any bonus, any more movement?
Yeah, I think I might dash over here, but I was debating if there's anything more useful I can do at the moment.
Mm,
Yeah. I'm just gonna start making my way this way.
all right. And so the wall of thorns do block sight, though. This circle is an actual 20-foot high wall.
All right. Well, then I'll stay here for the moment. End my turn.
All right. Rodix.
It very dramatically tells me it's my turn.
Sorry.
It's like the big bell toll as it happens.
Is that annoying, guys? I don't ever hear it. So
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's no problem.
if it is, I can turn it off. You let me know. I don't hear that stuff, so
I think. What does that do? I think I am going to use a bonus action to cast Searing Smite. Does that roll damage or? Okay, it doesn't yet. Okay, so then I'm just gonna make a melee attack. And by the way, so I have this thing called Blessing of the Forge. It lasts all day. Can I assume that I already did that at the beginning of the day? basically
yeah.
just
If
makes my
it's a
weapon
daily
magical.
thing, yeah.
Give me just 1 second. Okay. So that means basically my weapon will be +1 magic weapon for the purposes
Blessing of the Four.
for the purposes of punching this guy in the face.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do though, I'm just gonna give you a +1 magic mace, I think, because
And that'll basically always be there because I basically
yeah.
when you cast it, it lasts until your next long rest. So I would do it the next morning.
Or so you have a warhammer, right? Yeah, warhammer.
Right, yeah.
All right, there's a +1 magic warhammer. Roll from that so that it does magic damage. It has the plus.
Okay, and I'd have +2 because of flanking.
Yep. So that you can type into the situational bonus. When you hit attack, there'll be a blank bar to add any extra stuff into.
So just +2.
Yep.
Okay.
$27's gonna hit.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll damage for that. So that is going to be 6. Plus, we are going to do...
The Searing Smite as well does something, right? On a hit, an extra d6 fire.
Why did that roll 4? I don't know why that rolled 4. Just the first of those. Can you tell which one's which? 5.
You can, yeah, if you click on it. Perfect. 5 points of fire damage.
Also, I have Divine Strike. Improved Divine Strike, actually.
You see he takes 10 points of fire damage.
Oh, interesting. And is there a
uh,
way to actually roll this, or
I also need
do
a dex save from you. You started in the Icy Aura. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Just to see if you fell over at the start of your turn.
And I would have enough
Movement to stand up, yeah.
Give me 1 second, and then I need to roll my Divine Hoodly-hoo. Ugh. 13?
A 13 is gonna fail. So you fell over. You had to use 15 feet of movement to stand up. You could still make an extra 5 foot forward. It just used up most of your movement.
I'm trying to figure out how to add my Divine Strike onto my attack. Oh, here it is. Improved. Let's see if I just click that. It didn't roll. I'll just roll it.
that just buffs Divine Strike. But Divine Strike is where is it?
In order. Blessed Strikes. That just posts it. I'm just gonna roll it. It's 2d8s.
Yeah, I don't know if it automatically does it on this. Doesn't look like it.
And that's another.
Generate and make a weapon.
Yeah,
make
you
one
might
that
have to
has-
just. We can just edit the weapon to add it in there. It looks like because it's not. Yeah.
And that's only once per turn. Of course, I only have 1 attack per
But yeah,
turn.
you
so I
can
guess-
put that into situational bonus. There we go. 8 points of additional damage.
So yeah, 5 fire, 6 magic bludgeoning, 8 radiant.
Very nice.
I like to mix it up. And that's
One
it.
flaming swing from the mace. Bonus action to buff it. Anything else in your turn?
That'll do her.
Riffle. He sees you guys actually taking the creature out. My claws aren't much use, but I'll do what I can. I'll run forward and make he'll make a claw and a bite attack. He has +2 on these. I don't know if this beast can contract lycanthropy, but he misses. He does at least get the claw attack in there. Half damage as he's resistant to slashing. It slashes across his hide. I can't get through that thick hide. That is Rifle's turn. He's not a lot of use, unfortunately. Wormwood.
All right.
The wall of thorns not holding the dog back for very long.
Yeah,
Trying
and
to break
conse-
out of a
I would-
crate. You see him just burst right through the smallest gap.
the moment I do, I roll my eyes and go, bugger, just end concentration on it.
The wall of thorns fall then, yeah.
Yeah, you can move that. And then for my turn, It's injured, but it's still coming pretty hard, I guess.
It is still fighting for sure. It's
Still blinded?
no.
Oh, it's not blinded
No.
now. Frontliners are all up in its business. I think I'm going to opt to assist them. I do a somatic incantation, like with my hands, some sort of gesture, some stuff in Druidic, and cast Fairy Fire on...
Oh wait, I'm gonna
I
do one thing.
what's-
Sorry, because I've been forgetting to use this because he was blinded.
What's that?
Before you go, sorry to interrupt you. Before you
No,
go,
no worries. Yeah.
he's going
Yeah.
to react to being hit by Riffle. Actually, he's gonna react to being hit by Rodigs. That makes more sense. Rodigs,
you stupid dog.
when you hit him, he does a reactive tail strike. And as he does that, you and everyone within 5 feet of you, which in this case, Oscar and Riffle, I need a dexterity saving throw. Individually click it. It should be DC 19.
Holy cow, Roddy's actually made a dex save.
Riffle failed it. Rodigs makes it. So Rodig, you duck underneath the tail, but it swipes and it hits Riffle and Oscar. 4d8 points of bludgeoning damage. 14 points. In this case, Riffle has the advantage of being a werewolf. He takes no non-magical damage.
Oh yeah. Why was he so scared then?
Well, the creature's big. It could just swallow him whole. Like he
Oh,
can't.
that's true. He would have to be there.
He
not
could
getting-
rip.
he'd
He
have
could
to
just
stop-
rip him in half, swallow him whole. Like yeah, it's way big. It's a way bigger wolf.
Yeah.
All right, and Wormwood, back to you.
Yeah, what was I in the middle of doing there? Yeah, Fairy Fire. Fairy Fire.
You step forward. You see the creature lashing his tail out, somewhat injured. Release a fairy fire.
Oh, this, I guess these sheets now have like all spells I can prepare in. Is there a way I can filter by
Yes,
prepared?
the filter is. It looks like a funnel. It's at the top bar. Right after all the
okay.
words.
And then I can go prepared. Brilliant, thank you. That's good. Fairy Fire, first level spell. I just want to light it up like a Christmas tree for Oscar there.
Dexterity saving throw. He has
Oh,
been
and
notoriously bad at these, but he makes it.
Oh, yeah. Anyone got silvery barbs?
No.
He unfortunately dodges out of the way of the light.
I only let bards have silvery barbs.
Silvery Bard. No, unfortunately that misses.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if this is a free action or anything. I just wanted to, like, these pillars that have boulders hovering above them.
Yeah.
Right? Do I have any read on, like, I look at the one that's, like, right there above the wall.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
And I'm like, hold on a second. Okay, Arcana, you say?
Mhm.
Not my forte.
Hmm. At a
Must be
minimum,
held. by
minimum,
heart.
you recognize these pillars as a druidic kind of structure. You think druidic magic, yeah, but you don't know much about them.
Is there, like, inscriptions at all in Druidic, or is it just?
Yeah, I would say
I don't know.
probably. It doesn't describe any, but I would say probably. There's obvious. It says druidic magic, so I'm gonna say yeah.
Oh, so I don't get what the hell's going on with it.
Not
but
on a 3. Yeah, you just quickly recognize that, but that's about it.
Oh, great. Yeah, no, that was still cool. Yeah, that's my turn. I will shout that out to the party. I think there's druidic magic at play here with these balls.
Borthak's
What about his
turn.
balls?
Boulders.
Oh,
Perfect.
I don't care what you call them.
would it be sacrilege if I try to manipulate that?
Yeah, as Hoggins, see if you can do something. Yeah, like it was definitely your area of expertise.
Before he goes, I'm going to burn those 2 legendaries to do a bite attack at Oscar. Because they're going to refresh here before his turn. 33 on Oscar.
Yeah, I only got hits actually. You know, my AC is
Doesn't?
really high.
Alright.
No, it hits. It definitely hits. What
I
the
know,
heck?
I know.
33. What the hell?
45 piercing damage, 4d6 acid following through on that chomp as a bunch of huge teeth dig into your arm, chomps down on it, and following through on that chomp, you can feel an acidic burn sinking in. Of course, you're raging, you take 22, but then 12 from
I'll block 16
block
and
16.
use all my ward.
I'll heal you for 16 as a reactive shield starts up.
Awesome.
How are you HP wise?
I'm good. I got 130 still.
Only the
I
first
shouldn't
crit
say
hit.
value. Sorry, I shouldn't say
He's good
values.
at the
I'm good.
moment.
I'm like above half.
Um,
I'm not bloodied.
Now combat gets to his turn here, and he's not blinded. The first thing that he's going to do is this has a range of 120 feet. He looks up he stops the chomp. He looks up at Nero, and he's going to just spew a breath of acid at you. I need a con saving throw, Nero. DC 21 on this.
It's not nice.
That is not. Yeah.
You do
It's
not make it.
impolite.
You take 8d6 acid damage. Yes?
Question: Could
Can
you
I,
have him floating above Sylvie? Wouldn't he have the barbarian's aura?
No, Nero's 25 feet in the air.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Yep. 33 points of acid damage.
Can I
I was just looking. The
absorb some of
dragon
that?
had the aura on it, but not him.
Can you what?
Absorb some of that?
Absorb elements. If
Mm-hmm.
that can do acid, it can, right?
I don't know.
Ooh, nice
Let me
move.
see.
Absorb elements. Double check. The next, you have resistance to triggering damage type. So yeah, you can absorb acid.
Okay.
First level spell.
Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage.
So you'll be resistant to acid. You'll take half damage.
And you get a little boost of acid on the next
And
stop. Right?
acid infused into your next arrow as you absorb that. And here, just make sure, yeah, you only use one. I clicked it for you, no problem.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. I just didn't want to burn both your spell slots. React, absorb elements, taking half the blast and kind of fusing that magic into your arrow. Very nice call. Only 16 points of damage. He's then going to finish off his multi-attack where he does a bite and then 4 stomps as he just slams his feet into the ground. We're going to do... I'm just going to rampage the stomps back at Oscar, I think. 4 stomps at Oscar, and then the next bite on Rotigs. I'm going to do 4 stomps first.
I was gonna say if Rodix doesn't get hit, he's gonna make sure the creature knows. Hey, don't forget about me.
Um,
Arnie maneuver.
Oscar, did you reckless or no, right?
The ability is very weird. I think I have to reckless to do brutal strike.
Let me read Brutal Strike. If you use reckless attack, so you do.
Yeah.
You can forgo advantage. Okay, so you reckless.
Yeah.
So he's going to do 4 advantage stomps as he tries to stomp you back. I think he needs like a 4 or below to miss.
Yeah.
One of those misses. It's a 3. 3 attacks hit. I'll just roll. 1, 2, 3. This is all non-magical, so you're taking half. 14.
God bless barbarians.
16, 14.
What was your hit points now?
Now I'm bloodied.
Yeah.
Which is under half. He's still got a big health bar, honestly.
Yep.
Borthak is then going to turn and bite Ratig. At least try to. And he misses.
He misses.
That is his turn. I think he's still healthy enough that he stands his ground. Oscar, go to you.
Okay.
Starting your turn near him, let's just try to remember those at the start.
Oh, yes.
I know you're probably not running away, but see if you fall down.
Yeah,
You don't
okay.
fall down.
First time. Okay, cool. All right. Then, yeah. I'm going to do... I think I'm just going to do 2 reckless attacks. I'm not going to do the brutal strike.
Okay. 2 advantage attacks, flanking +2. 24, it hits.
All right.
Should it still be re-rolling ones and stuff?
Well,
Does it not do that anymore?
Well, I gained 4 damage on that hit because I'm using the new
And it
weapon
didn't
master
do that,
fighting.
right? So it's not doing the minimum 4.
Oh yeah,
maybe
the minimum 3.
Minimum 3. Maybe we gotta fix that code.
Is there? Oh, I didn't know there was even code for that. Okay.
There is a code for minimum, I believe.
All right.
It's MM3.
But we just need to add that into the weapon.
All
so
right.
4 more points of damage.
And then I roll 2 crits on the deck save, and then I don't roll any crits on the attacks.
on the advantage attacks. Unfortunately not, but 25 hits.
Yes.
And then 2 more points of damage.
And yeah, I guess. Yeah, give me 2 con saves, DC 17 for topple.
All right, he's got a +12.
Doesn't
Not on
he?
the first one.
Yeah.
No, he makes it by just 1 right there. All right.
And that's my turn, I think.
Hagen Wobble.
Okay. Can I use the cantrip Mold Earth to make a little ramp under that boulder? Because then I'm going to try and dispel it and see if it'll fall out of the air. And I want the ramp to direct it onto the wolf.
Yeah, absolutely. You think a dispel magic would definitely make it fall.
Ooh. But I'm wondering if you'll let me use Mold Earth to just, ever so slightly make an incline that'll push it the way I want it to go. Otherwise, I can use Stone Shape to do it.
I really like the idea, but as written, you don't even have to do that. It says dispelling magic is good enough to
Cool.
drop the boulder onto the creature's head.
Excellent.
Alternatively, an athletics can just push the boulder and break the magic. But yeah, if you want to dispel it, you can just dispel it and have it fall and collapse onto the Borthak.
Cool. Dispel Magic Cat.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't have any roll against it. You just dispel the magic that's hovering that boulder as the boulder comes tumbling down, slams onto the Borthak's head. Roll me 4d10, and then he's going to make a con save.
Ooh. 4d10.
Oh, it was almost the 2. It rolled over to an 18. You think a good boulder hit could stun the creature if it hits his head hard enough. 4d10 though, and that hit hard. 33 points of damage that slams into his head and breaks over the top of his head.
Can I ask you a question that's sort of related to that?
Yes.
How much damage would it do if and this is just hypothetically speaking, obviously, if I dropped a 5-foot by 5-foot chunk of adamantine from 30 feet up onto his head?
What?
I don't know.
What do they call that? The God missiles?
Oh, the rod from God, yeah.
The rod of God.
Hawk, and
There's
anything
definitely
else
a
in
porn
your
movie
turn?
with that title.
Might have been. Yes, you still have the Witch Bolt up, too.
The ongoing is only 1d12. Okay.
D12 of lightning damage.
Take 2 more!
Damage is damage. That beam link staticking up again and shocking into the beast. Mostly stunned from the hit on his head as he tries to shake that off and stand back up, and then he's zapped.
Oh, and my shield, Dispel Magic is an augmentation, so I get some of my
You
shield.
get shield bonus
I'm done.
back. Perfect. Narrow. The beast's still alive, though now he looks badly injured. He's still going to take a few hits, at least before he starts to run away, if not actually perishes.
Run
Riffle,
away.
go get your people!
I want to ride it. I'm going to you know what? I'm gonna try this. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Use some
Dexterity
Drake's
saving
Breath.
throws. The Drake comes down with a breath of cold air. Or is it cold? Is she a white dragon?
It's whatever I want it to be.
Yeah, so what do you want it to be?
I'll do lightning, and yeah, she is cold right now, but yeah, I'll use lightning.
Lightning breath? No, very nice. Lightning beam comes down. Dexterity saving throw. Oof. Unfortunately, he does dodge out of the way for half, I think. Half damage. 8d6. Go ahead and roll that. Not too bad. 36 points. He dodges for half. 18 lightning as Sylvie kind of does a flyby as a breath of lightning cascades down.
We'll move back a few. Going to throw out this wait. Yeah. Throw out this healing spirit.
Right onto Oscar. Very nice. So you can heal anybody that goes near it on their turns. 4 points of healing to Oscar.
Thanks.
Oh wait, plus your spell mod. So that is 2. So 2 more healing.
I just realized on his turn he should have made a Constitution saving throw because of the Searing Smite.
Oh, thank you. Con save. 4 on the dice, 16. I think he fails.
That's a 21. So he's going to take 1d6 fire damage.
Go for it, roll it. Take double.
I was going to say, it seems like he doesn't like taking fire damage.
Does not.
Oh, he
like
doesn't? I
fire.
thought he was resistant. He took more?
He's
Oh,
vulnerable
yeah,
to
same. I thought
fire.
he was resistant. Oh,
Vulnerable
okay.
to fire.
And he is
Can I
on
do
fire.
that?
Oh, yeah.
An
I
icy
would've
aura
fireballed him.
around him, and the fire seems to agitate him as the Searing Smite burns it. Nero, anything else on your turn? You have a lightning breath come down?
That's it.
I think that's just a bonus action, right? Oh no, Healing Spirit's a bonus action. That's an action.
Yeah.
You're right. So that's your turn. Roven, before you go, I'm going to try another bite attack. This is 2 legendaries. He's going to do a bite attack on Rotigs. Hey, that's a good roll. 32.
Not much I can do about that one.
This is the piercing, and then it's followed through, and he rolls high. Followed through with acid. 33 piercing and 15 acid damage in total. That is a combined damage number. So let me actually double check. That's
So it would have to roll
48,
con
so
again.
24 DC for concentration.
Oh, so it's all one?
It's all one chunk of damage.
Oh, okay.
It'd
Well,
be DC
give it a
24.
shot. I can make that, hypothetically. We'll see if I can make that, though.
You're next to the paladin.
Yeah. Nice.
You make it.
Mama.
Shield of face still up.
You also have advantage on those, but you make it.
Oh, yeah, I do, don't I?
Roven, your turn.
Roven comes over. And hoping this works, he hears a chiming sound. You all hear a chiming sound.
Cast the banishment spell DC 20. If he has 50 hit points or fewer, it automatically fails. Doesn't have 15 hit points or fewer, so DC 20 on banishment. Let me just pull up banishment. And is that wisdom save?
Yep.
Charisma.
Charisma save? Banishment. Charisma save. He has a +9. Not the worst. He makes it. Unfortunately, he resists that spell as well, as the chime rings out, and you can see the magic starting to kind of take effect over the Borthak. He's able to kind of just shake it off, looks and growls at you as his eyes kind of glow with a piercing yellow light. It agitated him, but it didn't make him go away.
I am going to. What is this thing? Mantle of Inspiration? Give everyone +5 hit point, temporary hit points, I believe.
Ooh.
Weave your song with Fey magic. The bonus action, you can expend one of your bardic inspirations to grant yourself a wondrous appearance. When you do so, choose a number of creatures you can see within 60 feet, equal to your charisma modifier, minimum 1. Each one gains temporary health, 5 of them. A creature gains temporary hit points. It can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking op attack, so the party can shuffle around. Everybody has movement. If you want to move.
And we get 14 temporary hit points.
No, he's a low level bard.
Oh, I forgot because he's a multi-class.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
But I think he's at least 5th, right?
He's a 5th level bard. So
8.
8 temporary hit points
Nice.
for the whole party.
So, seeing that fail, he just pulls out his flute again and starts playing a song. And you see his eyes, instead of being purple for once, are green, and his hair's a lighter shade of red than it usually is. As you see some green energy that's going towards y'all.
Cool.
Anything else in your turn? It's movement, that's action.
I could use action surge, but I might use that next time. So, I'm good.
Rotic.
You said he was agitated, right?
Yeah, he definitely got agitated as he shook off that banishment, but he
He's
also
about
does
to
not
be-
he does not seem like a smart creature.
He's about to be more agitated. Let me see how I can do this.
Dead things normally aren't too agitated. He's probably gonna die.
Ooh.
Wall of fire.
It's only letting me. How do I make this different than it is? Because that's not where I want it.
Yeah, so it's either like a wall or a circle, right? So do you want to just like throw it behind him here?
No, what I want to do. Can I just show you kind of in my measuring?
Draw it with the draw tool. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what we.
And the pencil.
I got a crayon here. Is that enough? Okay, there's the draw. We want this.
Draw tool, there's the freehand option, there's circles, there's squares.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Now I have to move it in a little bit. Let's see.
Legion fire.
You want to kind of cage him in, much like we did with the Wall of Thorns?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
So,
a big
like-
a ring of fire around him, yeah.
And I want him to go down in a burning ring of fire. And it burns that wall of fire. Let me see. Is
Very
that
nice.
good? Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I think that's right. I think that should be because it can be 60 feet all around. And he does start here, so I think he takes damage immediately, doesn't he?
Yeah.
When it appears, he makes a dex saving throw, 5d8 damage, half on a save.
Okay, would you roll his dex?
He's
like-
notoriously bad at dexterity saves.
Burn.
20
Yeah, roll kinda
points
low.
of fire damage, he takes 40.
And the damage side will be inward.
Inward, yeah, it's an oven. Alright.
Smoke wolf.
Smoked wolf. Slow cooked
You
wolf.
all hear the sad sounds of a yelping dog.
Oh,
Come on.
no,
That's what happened.
No, kissing
I'm
badger.
I'm getting Dark
Badger.
Souls flashbacks.
Anything else in your turn, Roddigs?
That'll do her.
It's also it's not see-through, right? Does that blind does that cut off your vision to him? What's it say for opaqueness? Wall is opaque. Yeah, you can't see through it, so that's a solid wall of fire.
Can we hit through it?
I'm gonna say not without subjecting yourself to the dex save.
What if you have
Damage.
reach?
I would still say, yeah. If you
Okay.
want to hit him, you'd have
I
to
think it's-
reach through the fire.
Okay.
It's tough because I put it sort of where he is. It's like the firewall should be basically right where he's at. So I don't know if there'd be any part of him sticking out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you could start it. You could start with some of him sticking out on this side. That's fine. If that's what you
Yeah,
want
like
to try to
cutting
do.
him in a third, basically.
Yeah, like drop it right on top of him. Sure, that works.
One of his big old meaty haunches is sticking out.
Yeah, so at least a good chunk of him is on your side still. All right, Roddigs, that's your turn. We'll say his whole head is still visible right here then, because he was chomping on you.
Rodix is definitely going to trash talk him. I think probably say something to the effect of, "How about a little fire, Scarecrow?"
Excellent.
Does Roddigs trash talk in Dwarven during battle? Is it like a Dwarven battle cry?
Yeah, I feel like he would have to.
Perfect.
Hug
Like a
and
dwarf
gasp.
isn't going to trash talk in common. Like that's
Yeah,
not
you
good.
can't.
Exactly.
Talk like a human.
Your mother was a dog. Your father was the badger. Riffle. Going to do a dex save because he started near this guy. He's gonna fall prone. Gonna disengage, stand up, and do 15 feet of movement. As he says, right, I'll go free them. That's his turn, though. Wormwood.
Okay. So I can't see the wolf then. There's no way to target it.
His head is visible on your side. Yes.
Oh,
He can
okay,
see you. You
okay,
can
so-
see him as it's kind of like his neck and back are where the fire starts. He just bit onto Roddigs, and then Roddigs summoned fire around him.
With a little bit with a bit of a heavy heart, because they're in the nature of all things. I'm sure there is some goodness. This thing has done nothing but attack us, but he still feels a bit bad. Maybe dealing a fatal blow, but he's going to blight its exposed head that's sticking out.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Sorry, pup. And like magic swirls around the tip of his staff, and he's just like. It's not like a very violent. It's more like a pluming cloud of energy that goes over there. So yeah, Constitution save.
On saving throw. Nat 20.
Oh, damn this.
Is it a save or suck? No, half
It
damage.
wants to wait.
Half damage.
Based.
34 points of necrotic, in this case 17. Unfortunately not putting the dog down, but a good zap of necrotic energy into him.
It's like you could see like the Wormwood like winces with the fact that it's like going down slow. You know, it's like if there's an execution and the axe doesn't quite go through the first time.
Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I think that's my turn. I'll shillelagh precautionarily.
So before his turn, he's going to use that last legendary. He did 2 to bite. He's going to use 1 to move. When he does this, it doesn't provoke op attacks, but he's going to run through the fire, which is going to suck for him. I think he takes fire damage again running through it, and I think this time it's just voluntary.
I think it's just when you end.
Let me double check. Takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends there. So I think because he is going to be, because he can't go forward, he's going to be entering.
Oh, he's like running through the wall. Oh, that's a good point.
He's going to go through it and enter it, and he is voluntarily taking that damage. So 5d8 fire damage, and then he's going to dash around. And it is.
Ooh, higher that time.
60 feet of movement, no op attacks, gets to there. But he takes 27, which is 54 on him. Oof, that hurts.
I'll drop concentration on the wall of fire.
I think, honestly, because of how low he is, it's going to go here. He's going to be really wounded. And he's going to go that way. And then on his turn, he's going to dash 120 feet.
Holy.
Well,
which means 50, and then let's just move him that 50.
Oh, he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
The Searing Smite?
Because aside from being on fire, he's also on fire.
He's also on fire. Natural 1.
Yeah.
2 for 4 points of damage. Does he have to do anything for that Searing Smite, or is that just...
I think... I don't... Let me see here. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly.
Double check.
Like, can they spend an action to put it out, or what you're saying?
At the start of each of his turns, take 1 to... Yeah, on saving throw. Spell continues. On a successful save, the spell ends. On a success, it ends. Okay.
Oh, he didn't make a
He has not
successful one.
succeeded yet. That's what I was wondering. Alright, so... double damage, so he takes 4. So that was there. That's 50 feet to get to the edge of the map. He goes another 60, so 70 feet off the map. I'm just going to put a 70 on him in case anybody wants to chase him down.
He's absconding. Wormwood, do we need to chase him down or let him go?
How far is
So he's an
he's from us?
he's an additional 70 feet from that marker. He's running up the side of the river. You also notice that the difficult terrain does not seem to slow him down in the bog. The mud is all difficult terrain. He has webbed feet. You see him run across it just fine.
crazy cool little guy.
Oscar, your
For real.
turn. Do you chase him down or let him run?
I mean, I can't really.
Fucking far.
Yeah, I don't have Misty Step or anything like that. I can't. And then the mud will just slow me down even more. I can dash, but that'll get me to like right here,
And
basically.
then he's like 80 feet up.
Yeah.
Oh, I could actually do something.
I'm sure some people have the range for it.
Or like
Yeah.
haste or something like that.
Do you guys continue to chase him down? Not yet.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go for it. Fuck it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do
All
that.
right, Oscar, you're running.
I have one thing I could do, but it's going to be kind of big.
Nah, you don't need to do that.
Yeah, that's up to you too, because there's more stuff. But
So what? 40 to here, and then is it? So when does difficult terrain start? Right here.
it says 20 feet from the river, so I think it's just supposed to be
Okay.
anything 20 feet and close to the river.
So then, that's another 20 feet, and then
And then it's
I get to go
difficult
10
terrain.
feet more, basically. So, okay.
You start running into some heavy mud as
Yeah.
your larger form starts to like sink into it. The plate boots just plunking in. And a nasty kind of suction pulling out. each
Still
foot.
90 feet away.
Hagen. He's running. Anything from you?
Oh wait, can I bonus action?
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you will.
Can I? I'm gonna use lay on hands on myself.
Oh, you can also. You started near the spirit. You could receive a d6 plus 3.
Oh yeah, I'll do that too, I guess.
Quick. Narrow your
Ooh.
spirit heals him for 5.
Hagen's gonna run up to.
So I'll kill
Say,
myself for 20.
I was on.
What's that?
Well, you ready for a trip? I'll take you near it if you want to bring it down or let it go.
I mean, the creature yields. It's fleeing.
It's your choice. I can take you to it.
In my estimations, can I do like a free nature check to see, like, if you left this creature to just fend for itself, is it done for? Did we mortally wound it?
Did you mortally wound it?
Like, if we let it go now, would it survive? Kind of thing. In my druidic estimations.
Yeah, give me a nature check. Give me a nature check. See if you can pick anything up on the creature.
We did, we obviously got it near death, but like maybe it could recover. Nature
I'll just say
check.
DC 15 for any good intel. Otherwise, you're just kind of.
How do I have like no nature check? I got nothing. I got 0 plus the nature. That's weird.
That is.
Are you the new
Elegant.
druid? Because the new druid should have a bonus from wisdom.
Should be wisdom for you, right? Yeah. So it
I'm
should
not the
be
new-
plus. It should be +5. I'm gonna say +5 on your.
Okay.
It only makes sense. 19 then, and I would say that what you can tell about the Borthak is that he's an apex predator. He's top of the food chain here. It's why he was so aggressive, is because he didn't think he could lose. Losing and running, not in his nature, but he also doesn't want to die. You don't think that he's going to die if you leave him alone, but definitely badly wounded. If another Borthak came by, maybe, but there's not much else in the bog that would threaten him.
I think we've taught him his lesson, don't you? I say to Hoggin, since he's the one addressing the question.
Say, all right. The barbarian's doing barbarian things, but hopefully he comes back. I'll just.
If they can catch it, then they can catch it. But
Let it flee.
I
then?
don't believe he plans to capture it. We'll help Riffle as I follow Riffle. Let's get your people out of here.
Perfect. Nero, do you try to catch up and shoot?
Yes.
Go for it.
Uh-oh.
Sylvie can fly how far? 50 feet? 40? 40.
40.
So in the air, she can fly you pretty much about here. What's the range on your rifle? Got 100 feet to 300 feet. He is going to be just outside of that 100-foot mark, but Sylvie can dash and get you in.
And I think I have I have sharpshooter. So
Oh, right, you have the 300-foot mark. Yeah, so easily. But Sylvie flies you closer.
Yes.
You also have additional acid damage on this shot, but I'll just tell you right now, the creature that spits acid is immune to it. So, don't worry about that part.
Okay. Um.
Is this a sharpshooter or no?
Oh yes. I don't know why I did that.
Natural 1.
Oof.
Unfortunately gonna miss. $18. That'll hit.
Then I'll use the Drake's reaction of this.
Reactive strike, D6 of infused damage. Lightning. And then just add 1d6 and plus 10 as well. So 23 points of damage, 33 points of damage on one shot as heavy radiant bolt, shocking with lightning, shoots into the back of the beast. Yelps and kind of stumbles before getting back up, still running.
Oh man, this whole thing.
Got a lot of health.
I think that's your turn, unless you got a bonus action to add in there.
I think so. What is it? I think it's a bonus action. Yeah. I'm gonna get closer.
Well, if you face step, you'll be off of Sylvie. You'll be on the ground. You have plenty of range.
Oh, that. Yeah, but if he moves again, then I'll still be in.
You'll be blinking down to like a muddy beach, and Sylvie is much faster flying you there. If you want to burn a face step, you can,
Okay.
but
That's fine. That's fine.
yeah,
I'll
Sylvie is getting you there faster than running on the beach.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because you can see Oscar getting stuck in the mud. You know it's difficult terrain. Rovin, do you try to chase or no?
I mean, he doesn't chase after, but he does yell out. Doesn't his creature seem like it's had enough? It seems like we're wasting time at this point.
You let them go and turn to riffles, though.
And beyond that, he just
Heads
sees
over-
where they're going and starts
heads
heading
over
that
to
way.
people. Yeah, absolutely. Rodix, do you try to chase or no?
Okay, so I'll get other people's input. I could probably end this fight, but I would have to burn a level 8 spell slot to do it.
No.
That's a big number.
Yeah.
That's
Because
your
that's the
call.
spell I have has the farthest range, and I think it has the farthest range of anything anybody here has, which is Earthquake.
Well, that's yeah.
It also might have some consequences for the area as well.
Yeah.
I would say honestly, don't worry about burning it. At this point, the battle is won. I think narratively, I just want to ask if you guys kill the back or not.
Yes, I do.
Shoot it down.
Yes.
So chasing after it, flying after it with Sylvie, you're able to get up and get another 2 shots off. It can't outrun your 300 speed or distance. So one way or another round of combat. Sylvie flies you closer. 2 shots go off. You guys hear a final yelp. Orthak dies.
And I'll just
Go ahead, Nero.
Oh, I'll go over there and I'll cut the fur off and make a little coat out of it.
Yeah, you want to harvest the materials for it as well. Give me a survival check. Somebody can help with this too, as some time can pass for this. It'll take you a little bit of time to start to harvest it. But you guys successfully battle. Looking around, the temple clearly looks to be like a druidic temple. One really good Bible check. You make a nice Borthak cloak, but as well, you collect materials to magic items. CR15, I'll add it to you. Riffle makes his way to the temple door and knocks, and he shouts inside, "Everyone, the Borthak is defeated! We are safe! Open the door!" After a moment, there's like some rumbling of discussion inside, and then you see the door open. And stepping forward first to greet you all, well, you would see a group of lycanthrops, but specifically what appears to be their leader, a similar short height Kender werewolf. She introduces herself as Argentina's Skyrite.
I think Rodix would say, "Oh, great, another bloody dog."
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Rovan. This is Oscar. This is Wormwood. This is
Friends
Roderick,
of Riffles,
correct.
how did he find you? Thank you for saving us.
It's a bit of a mutual finding, I would say. We are here looking for a piece of this rod, as I show it. It's kind of important to the multiverse and whatnot.
Yes, everything we know is in severe danger, so they've been trying to find these rod pieces for a bit and figured we could do some good.
Most people would be afraid when they see a group of lycanthropes. But I'm glad to see that you do not run at the sight of us. We are the Blue Fire Wardens. We're a strike team of sorts. Soldiers.
What are you? Who are you fighting for? As a strike team?
It's not
We're
who
not
we fight
from
for. It's about who we fight against.
I knew nothing.
Interesting turn of phrase. Do elaborate.
The place that you seek, the artifact you seek, it was taken from the Palon tree. We tried to get it back, but we failed. There are many undead in the vault. It is known as the Vault of Three Moons. It is a temple dedicated to our moons, crafted a long time ago. Lord Soth and his armies took it over from the nearby keep.
I'm guessing that nothing of the names and stuff that are dropped here, like in any way familiar, because we're in a.
Well, so I would say you guys can roll history checks on Lord Soth. Being from a different entire crystal sphere and kind of multiverse, there's a very low chance that you know it, but if somebody hits a nat 20 or rolls a 30 or above, you know about Lord Soth.
That is a lot of very
I got
much
a two.
not nat 20s.
I say
a clue.
Hagen's nat 20 would be a 30 as well. So it's just a different planet, that's all. You guys don't know much about their bad guy. But Argentina says Lord Soth is an evil ruler in these lands.
I feel like Rodix wasn't paying that much attention, so he'd be like, "You're fighting a sloth. They move so slow."
Soth, not sloth.
He's known as the Knight of the Black Rose, and his undead minions are similar.
Does he have 3 toes?
I believe he's a
How fast-
humanoid with 5.
Is he a lich?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Death Knight.
Cursed paladins.
I guess sloths in this world are
Oathbreakers.
faster than they are in ours.
He runs Dargard Keep, and that is near the temple. The temple, during the cataclysm, one of the towers was destroyed. The White Tower, disrupting the balance of magic between the three. You see, our ancient moons. We had moon-venerated wardens that created these when chunks of the moons, shards of it, were sheared off. The Red Moon, Lunitari, was transformed into the Red Tower. And from there, they built the others in dedication. There are 3 towers. The white one is in disrepair, but it is still standing. A spacious white tower called Solinari. A handsome red tower, Lunitari. And a black tower, Nuitari.
And these are the 3 parts of this Temple of the Three Mountains?
It is all one big temple, and his forces guard it well. Our last assault was stopped at the gate by a horde of undead. There's a way in the back, though. A small group could make it undetected.
Well,
So,
Well,
who else is fighting against this Soth? Surely it can't just be you, lovely folk.
Well, so you guys did, and they will tell you, but you guys also did, specifically Hagen did research on this area. And so you know a little bit about this. And so I'm going to remind you guys of this.
The magic of the moons stuff?
And that they have magic in their moon. That there are dragons here, strong dragon presence. Chromatic dragons swear allegiances to expansing armies of Queen Takisis. I don't know how to say that name right, but unusual dragons such as sapphire and lunar dragons seem to follow their own agenda, though. And they recently dealt with a cataclysm which seems to have hit this white temple centuries ago. Well, I guess centuries ago, not recently, but long enough that they're still recovering from it. It's also been unleashing monsters and destroying a lot of their nations. They're in a dark age because of it. And war has spread across. You know specifically a warlord, an infamous elf mage named Felthas, and a death knight known as Lord Soth are in a bid for power. An arms war. And so Argentina says, we are not on Felthas' side. But Lord Soth is a problem for us living here. So we either all migrate, or we fight against him.
Well, if you need help packing, let us know. But we must go deal with this temple.
yeah, we're not gonna let you be forced out by some evil death knight. We're gonna take this guy out, and we're gonna get the artifact, and we're gonna do what we need to do.
We
It
are
sounds
not
like fun.
foolish in our attacks. We lost because they have a powerful mage.
Oh.
Well, we've got a few powerful mages ourselves in this little group, so
They wore
you know.
red robes. I believe they're from the high society.
Are
A
they
renegade
bald?
mage.
Bald face tattoos?
She was not bald, no.
Oh.
The mage of
Come
high
on.
sorcery's order. The red robes, I believe.
Huh.
They use moon magic. Specifically, the red moonlight she shined upon us. Some type of ritual magic. It stopped our control. Became fiends of our own bloodlust. Our attack was a mess. They took our leader. They took him prisoner. If you are in there, perhaps you find them in prison. Of course, I understand you have your own agenda. I can only ask so much. But if you stumble upon them, free them. And be wary of their mage and her red moonlight.
Yeah, my word. We'll try to find your leader, and we'll try and sort this mess out while we're sorting our own mess out.
I don't know what she can do with this artifact, nor this rod piece you seek. But if she's using it for a ritual, she likely knows how to empower it with the moon. You be careful. Riffle will guide you at least to the exit. And Riffle looks and says, yes, the least I can do for you helping us, for saving us, for fighting off the Borthak. I can get you to the back door. No further.
Well, we'll do a short little rest and then be on our way.
Yes, can we actually stay here for a little bit? It's been a minute since we've had any rest.
Yes, of course.
Rodix will promise that if he finds the tree their evil sloth is in, he'll knock it out of there for him.
Ever since the ritual, we've not been able to transform back to our normal forms. We're stuck in a bestial form.
I must say, it looks quite flattering.
I was not able to use this in the attack, but I would like to give it to you. Perhaps it could aid you. Some of you seem capable enough of reading it. She hands you a spell scroll of Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Second level spell. Woohoo!
Second level spell.
With my Moonbeam.
I'll take it.
Right.
So I think meta-wise, Moonbeam, Druid, of course, but it's also available for Twilight Domain, Moon Domain, Night Domain, Oath of the Ancients, and Oath of the Watchers. So some Paladins and Clerics, but mostly a Druid spell scroll.
Are we resting here for now?
She lets you guys take a short rest here as the party enters the temple and see some small side chambers with beds. She welcomes you to rest.
Can I ask
time harvesting the Borthak as well. It takes like 10-15 minutes at least.
I'll ask their leader, are your people hungry? In need of vigor? And a hearty meal, perhaps?
We are not malnourished. Know how to hunt. Would not say no to food.
So are we doing a short or a long?
Doing a short rest. It is only 10:20, so we'll go to 11:30 pretty much as you guys rest here.
I'll use the first 10 minutes to cast a Hero's Feast.
We have giant piles of gold.
If
Hero's
by
Feast
gold,
costs 1,000 gold.
sort of crinkle cut fried potato, then yes.
It does have material components, yeah. Hero's Feast, where is it?
Costs like 1,000 gold, right? Or 500?
It does cost 1,000 gold.
It costs specifically a gem-encrusted bowl, which the spell consumes, and it's 1,000 gold gem bowl. Have you spent gold on it? Or do you have the gold for that?
Well, I actually have no gold. I don't know what that's about. I don't.
I believe you're one of the poor. I think we mentioned this last session. I think you're one of the poor players. There's a couple people with a lot of money, a couple people with no money.
Well, it's because of the house at the beginning, the first session, basically.
Yeah. It's you know what? That's what it is. In chapter 1, we made a lot of money, so a couple people are really rich.
So I would have probably had a bowl that I spent in Barovia, so that's fair. But like I wasn't there for downtime. Is there a potential for me to have procured a bowl for the purposes of this spell, or several?
Nice.
I'm gonna say no, not right now. But definitely in the future you can procure some. But I'm going to say that you don't have a gem-encrusted 1,000 gold bowl ready.
Well, you were saying in the last
Yeah, but
downtime.
we
you
have
were
a
instead-
party member who
Yeah, but I don't think you could have
stinks.
made 1,000 gold in the last downtime, and you don't really have much to sell.
I mean, I could have given him 1,000 gold if he was asking
If
for
somebody wants
expensive
to
spell
spend it,
components.
that's all. That's really
Yeah,
all it comes down
that's
to.
why I was saying, like, I would have like shopped around, you know, like I'm
Yeah.
in my rags with my scruffy hair. I'm like hardly miss the money
Yeah,
back.
so if somebody wants to drop 1,000 gold, you could buy it for him, but he just doesn't have the money for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I think I would have just like if Wormwood, if he were asking for expensive spell components, like I think I would just
I'd
give
be
you like
if I could buy a bunch of jeweled bowls. I know it sounds like a weird request, but if I could buy a bunch of jeweled bowls, we'd be forever invigorated in the field.
all right. I mean, I think let's not have this end up like the rat thing. So stay away from rats.
A lot less sort of a gamble. I'll be honest.
Okay. I'll give you a down payment. I'm just kidding. I'll just give you the gold. I'll just give you 2,000 gold.
Down payment.
Four
Interest.
installments.
What's my fig, Oscar?
15%.
All right, so a gem-encrusted bowl, so 1,000 gold, so you have one, and you're going to consume it right away. Go ahead and cast Heroes.
Beautiful, but good to know that's the material component.
Yeah, yes.
Thanks for
Thanks
for keeping me honest. There's the heal or utility has come up. I don't know what I'm supposed to click.
I don't know. Just click the spell. See what happens.
I'll click utility and see what happens.
I honestly don't know how to answer that one. So, perfect. Heroes Feast. While you guys have this buff, I assume everybody takes part in eating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll make sure the food are tailored to werewolf kind, so it's like lots of plates of raw meat among some, more palatable to my party members stuff.
Buff everything. A huge banquet table filled with food, magnificent foods appears as the spell finishes after a 10-minute cycle. Probably some druidic chanting and casting over. But with that,
I mean, yeah, basically, I'll describe the ritual. Actually, he makes everyone move aside from a certain area, and then he's like going round, and like in his mind, he's sort of laying the table, but the table's not there yet. But the ritual is to like chant and mumble in druidic, while sort of like laying a table that's not there. It looks rather bad.
You notice while you're in here, and they notice you doing, kind of a druidic ritual. Argentia asks, are you also a follower of the nature god Habakkuk?
I worship Merleki, if anyone.
Everybody,
Can I do a religion check on...
everybody roll 2d10, or do you... I don't care. Everybody roll your own. Let's
decide
do
our
that.
fate.
roll it.
Everybody roll your own. 2d10.
Woohoo!
Okay.
6.
Everybody that 8, roll 2d10, see how much temp health you get, or it's max health.
Man, Rovin's doing great tonight.
And what I'll do is I'll
Well-
apply that while we take a quick break.
I applied my.
Perfect. She at least tells you that this temple is to the nature god Habakkuk, and they seem to be wardens of that god fighting against Lord Soth. With that, guys.
I'll say.
Yes. No, go
can I
ahead.
say something? I'll say to her, I'm beginning to learn that metaphysics, the pantheon, gods, they are wider than I previously thought. I think perhaps this god and mine probably know each other on some level. They at least share an affinity.
Quite often they are the same gods, just seen differently in a different sphere, so to speak.
Is there a
Rose by
forge in
the other
here?
name.
Definitely not a forge in here. It looks like little tiny bedrooms, kind of a hollow dug into. It's dedicated to the god of nature. There's like a ton of plants everywhere. But she says, it is good to know that you at least fight for nature and for good. Be it your god a different name or not. Valendar is the name of our warden that was taken, our leader. He knows more about this vault and the rod piece than anyone. If you find him, sure he will be a great boon to you.
Tell me, is there anything we can say to him to curry his trust and favor?
Sure, if you're not trying to kill him and you free him, trust you enough.
Does he know you?
Of course, tell him the Blue Warden sent you. Blue Fire Warden.
Very well.
If he's still alive.
I hope that he...
And with that, the party munches down, rests, and we'll do a quick 10-minute break. Well, when we come back... Yes.
I'll have to head out right now. Anyways, I had to leave at 2:45.
Okay, no
I have
problem.
to go to a doctor's appointment.
No problem. Do what you gotta do. Thank you for playing with us. We'll at least head to the vault and see how far we get into it today. But we'll see you next time, Noah.
Aye, aye.
Have a good day. Everybody else, 10-minute break, then we'll come right back.
Nick,
Yes, yes.
how do you do the formula for the minimum damage? Because we should set that up now.
Oh, I double check.
Okay.
And then when we go...
I need it to roll a not 3. I'll roll a bunch of D. 10 D6. MM or M?
Hmm.
Let me just look it up. Foundry Mythical Code. MIN. Sorry, that's what it is. So /roll 1D. 7 comes up as
Okay.
So
Cool.
MIN, then the number. Nothing else. Super easy.
Put that in. Thanks.
Yep, and I'll be right. Let me...
Hmm. Okay. Okay, okay. Excellent.
Does anybody know if there's a mod in Foundry where you can actually see everybody's health bars?
I think that's a. I think I've seen. I mean, I think it might be a DM thing only because I see that on like when I watched his video, his VOD sometimes. I think the DM can see them.
I just wanted to see the other player. I don't need to see the bosses or.
Yeah.
I want to see the other players' health bars.
So in the settings, you can change the default token settings, and then go to resources, and then you can show display bars, and then you can change it to like always or hovered or whatever. I think. Let me try this.
I'm looking for that now. Oh. Everything just went away. Hello?
Wait, are you loading?
I guess so.
Oh, wait, that changed for everybody. Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I think you might be able to only see like your own token's health bar. I think because I don't think that I think Nick would enable this if he wanted like health bars to be on for everybody.
Oh, now I just screwed everything up. Is everybody else getting the downloading world data? Please wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you finagle with something?
I did. I was trying to see if you could do something, so I gotta.
Yeah. Dirty finagler.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fine.
Hopefully, it's just like a thing with health bar or something like that.
Hey,
just
did
thought it
you
would be-
dabble in Satisfactory yet? Nice.
No, I got.
As the healer, it'd be nice if I could see everybody's health bars, see like where people are at health wise. But
Yeah.
I quite like having it narrativized as the more like the qualitative terms, like injured, badly injured, etc.
That's fine. I mean, just something that shows me
Like
like
I just find it's like less metagamey. Although I love Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh yeah,
It's,
forget you can just like hover over people and see if they're injured or not already. Yeah. Oops.
yeah, which I deem kind of good enough.
Yeah.
It sort of shouldn't necessarily be the case that you can like tell precisely, so you can be like mathing it out. But that's just me.
I agree with that. I was just trying to see if you could do this, see what was going on. And also the Satisfactory, I have not actually done it because I got a laptop like last year. And I just found out that I can get like 3 months of Game Pass for free. And so I've been
Right.
playing
So
a
you've
bunch of
Yeah.
Shadow of Chernobyl, or the new soccer
Oh,
game.
you're
Heart
playing
of Chernobyl.
Stalker. Oh,
Yes.
sweet. Yeah, I haven't played that, but that is enticing. Have you thought about playing the new Indiana Jones game? I've heard that's like surprisingly good.
Yeah, it looks good. I do. I like Indiana Jones. It's a fun movie series, good movies. But I have
It's
not.
like it looks like a sort of immersive sim, Indiana Jones immersive sim, a little bit, like a bit like a Dishonored, but with Indiana Jones. And I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of memeable stuff where you can punch like 50 Nazis in a big pile. That seems fun.
I've been
I was
doing
surprised.
Baldur's Gate on tactician mode, and then I think I'm going to go on to the Sinua's Sacrifice or Sinua's the Hellblade sequel.
Yeah, I've played a bit of the first one. I've played Baldur's Gate 3 on Tactician to completion a couple of times. Almost finished it on my Dark Urge run. It is very interesting in the Dark Urge run, I have to say. It's like a really worthwhile playthrough. Like a bit of a different game.
I don't think I'm going to bother with the honor mode. I think that's like kind of outside of my level.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it could be fun. It's like the thing is, I play in fairly honor mode style normally. I don't save scum, but the thing that honor mode means that will happen occasionally is like just a bad upload to the cloud, or like bad save files or whatever will just fuck you over, or just some like glitch of gameplay will fuck you over and you're just trapped in it, and that just seems a bit. Your game has to be watertight for a mode like that to be rewarding.
Yeah, so I've heard sometimes that people like fall through elevators and stuff like that on their honor mode runs, and they
Well,
die through that.
exactly. So like so long as the game has that kind of flaw, it's sort of like less stressful. Like at some point, some of the thrill and like the stress reward relationship of honor mode would just come from whether you can avoid glitches that might happen at any moment.
I am back.
Yeah.
What happened to Found?
I don't know. I was looking. I tried to do. I'm sorry. I think I messed this up because I was looking at health bar stuff because I was like yeah, I was just seeing if you could do something with that because I guess Mike was asking about that, and I just changed the setting, and I don't know what's going on now.
Setting?
It's in like it's in
Setting.
the like health bar, like you can
Like on your character sheet?
No, I don't. It was in like where you can change your dice and stuff like that. It was in that area.
Oh, you don't go to there.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know
Yeah,
that
you
because
don't mess with the server
sorry.
settings.
Oh, god damn! Fuck me! God damn it!
You're good. You're good. I allow
Yeah, I was
players
just-
just really quick. I allow players full permission because there's certain
Okay.
things you need that for. I do not want anyone editing the settings of the server.
The modules.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Any
Sorry, I
of
didn't know that was what
any
that
of it.
was.
Unless
I was
it's-
just asking if there's a way to see
But now the
the other
server won't
players'
turn
health
on.
bars.
Do you know what you changed?
I just changed. I changed health bars from always off to hover.
Yeah, don't edit those. Don't edit.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't.
That's not
Yeah.
that's not what that does anyway. That's not going to
Okay.
change everybody's thing. That's for new tokens when they spawn.
What the hell? God damn it!
Why is this? I'm gonna shut it down.
Yeah, just full reset.
It's not a big.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Is there a way for me to just see people like if I hover over a token, will it show me their health bar?
No, we have the estimated health, and so it shows you like how wounded they are.
Okay, that's good enough. That's all I don't need to see like specific hit point numbers or anything. Just like if
Yeah,
it's
so
like
it'll show you
are
like
they
injured
almost dead
or
or they
healthy, different levels. Let me just restart the server. I don't think that setting should. Not sure why it crashed. Guys, definitely don't touch any. A lot of them do restart.
Or it just gets confused a little bit, I think, as well, like where permissions are coming from.
Well, no, everybody
like
has
that.
full permissions in all my games, but that is just because
Well, no,
certain
what I mean is
modules
your
require
account
it.
hosts the game, and if changes to the settings, the parameters are coming from like another server, it probably might have confused it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't. I sorry. I.
You guys can change your individual token stuff. Like if you open up your character sheet, you can go on the top and you can edit your token to have it hover or have it show health bar. But don't change search.
Okay, because I didn't know that was. I thought that was just like a. I don't know. That's just where you change your dice there, and then it's just I guess I don't know.
Well,
I
yeah,
thought it
yeah,
was.
that's what you need to get in there to edit your dice. There's also a
Okay.
few other things you can change, but or you don't want to. It should not have done anything huge. I still don't want the server-wide change.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
I'm
stuff
yeah.
set up first. I prefer health bars not. It's starting to load. My game loaded in. Go ahead and try to get in the game.
Give it a refresh.
Still getting this downloading world data.
Yeah, give it a minute this time, but it should all 5 of your names just popped up. So. Mine loaded pretty quick that time, but and then if it stays frozen for like 5 minutes, fresh.
Okay, I'm in. Yeah.
Perfect.
Sorry about that.
It's really not a big. But I think what you probably changed is probably when I make a new token, the
Okay.
base settings, which not going to change people's current settings.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to have your health bar just really quick, what you would do. What you would do is on the top right, you go to the actors folder. That's where you're going to find your token. You open up your token, and at the very top right of your character sheet, you're going to see prototype token. And if it says prototype token, prototype is what you want to see. If you open up your character sheet from the map itself, that token is a spawned token, so it's its own instance of the token. So to edit it every time, it needs to be the prototype token in the folder. So if you click on prototype token, which is that little image of the guy on the top right, that's where you can edit what people see on your token. Resources, you can go to health and you can have it show specifics, or you can have it covered. That's pretty much all you really gotta go. This is also where you would add light to your character. It's also how you fix any vision issues, but everybody should be good.
Hey, I loaded it in.
Perfect.
Is it taking longer to load in than it did before? Because I've been sitting on the load screen for a little while.
Probably just because 5 people were trying. You can refresh if it's not working.
Oh,
But it
I'm
sounds
in.
like we got 2 or 3 people in already.
Yeah. Man.
That's good now.
Did you revert that?
No, I don't think it's a big deal.
Okay.
I'll take a look at it later, but reverting it would probably do another refresh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to.
I see a difference in client setting detected, and it's asking me yes, no, or ignore.
You can just close that. It unfortunately, because I do give you guys permissions, you also get those pop-ups. That's just every time I log in. I have force client settings on, and I think that puts you into dark mode. It should put you into dark mode on the chat. So I mean, you can force it. It shows you what it's changing, but it doesn't really matter.
One last question, because I can never remember this. Where do you go? Oh, never mind. I found it. As I was asking if. No, I didn't. How do you change your dice?
So that on the top right, there's a cog wheel, game settings. This is where you go into configure settings, and you scroll down to dice so nice. And then there's a button called 3D dice settings.
Gotcha.
And there's also the rollable area. That's where the dice roll on the You can change that and reset. Oops, I think I just all your game.
Reloaded my game.
Yeah.
God damn it, I should not have clicked that. Sorry, I didn't read it. I just closed it and refreshed. My mistake.
So my job, I have to actually walk people through logging into online platforms. And the thing I always tell people is, once it's working, don't touch it.
Apologies. It's reloading. We should be able to get right back in.
I'll see some of the older guys messing with their phone, and I'm always like, sir, do me a favor, please stop touching your phone.
Yeah.
But we're all back. We can at least start. Right now, you guys all eat the Hero's Feast. I'll start to get that temporary health installed. But Argentia tells you all, at least generally, where the vault is. And Riffle will escort you to the back entrance of the vault. You can see the effect from 1 mile away. Okay, so I'm sorry, it's a 1 mile effect. Okay, so you guys can immediately, about a mile out from the vault, walking through some thick jungle, you can see red moonlight illuminating the vault tower, and within a 1 mile effect, Riffle stops, and he says, I'm feeling, I don't think I can go any further. And you can see that his mouth is starting to salivate and his, like, veins are flexing, and he starts to back up.
Mhm. Is there any effect on us?
Are any of you affected with lycanthrope?
No. I don't think so.
We're good. But he says, I can't get you there. I'll just tell you where the back door is then. The front entryway is far too guarded. It would not be wise to try to go that way. And flying up, you'll surely be seen. But you can sneak around the back, and there's a hollow kind of dugout. I forget which tower, where it is. A rocky crag. Its main entrance is in plain sight and too heavily guarded. The less protected passage at the end of an old goat path. So it's an old goat path along the mountain. Not like a human boar path, but one that you guys can at least traverse. That'll get you to the back side of one of the towers. And he says that there's a less guarded entry there, though it may still have guards. It's not going to be impossible as the.
Why is it you can't continue?
I think our friend's about to go have a second dinner.
It's the moonlight from the tower. I can feel it even from here. Unless you had magic that could suppress it, I can't go further.
What would happen?
I would lose control. Again. We all did
Again?
during the battle. It's how they won.
Could Roddick's ask him what kind of enemies we should expect to face? Because he thought he heard something about undead.
Mostly undead. Lord Soth being a Death Knight, he has undead patron. Bears of the Black Rose.
Are they
I think it's black.
Are they zombies? Whites? Are they, you know, what do you know? Did you, what kind of undead they were?
And there was a horde of them. Zombies, whites, wraiths. Yes.
The whole menagerie, a whole, you know, a charcuterie board of undead, you could say.
Fun.
Not quite as tasty.
The Black Rose Bears are also undead. A mummy type beast.
Okay, it's a little serious. Well, thank you for your guidance and your, I guess, knowledge of the enemy. We will do right by you.
There were guardians at back gate. Tell you that much. Those were not undead. Those seemed to be temple guardians. Unless they've taken them out, they're probably still there.
With these temple guardians, are they allied with Lord Soth?
I think they are constructs, not allied with anyone.
Okay, I understand.
More constructs.
Hey, you got any dreams about these guys, Wormwood?
What was that?
Do you have you had any dreams about these ones, Wormwood?
No, my dreams have ceased as of now. I guess I got that one boon, and then, well, I'm on my own from here. No dreams, as far as that goes. Predictive or otherwise. Wet. Bad. You know, no dreams whatsoever.
I'll post this into the general chat for now. The overland view of the map here, and the party is making their way up V1, the goat path. And so you can see it's kind of one large keep, and those 3 circles are the 3 towers, and the one furthest is the white one that seems to be half shattered. The goat path ends at the convergence of 3 cliff walls. 2 austere pillars flank a stone double door set into the wall. Next to each pillar stands a silver statue of a tall, mostly human-shaped individual. And my game finally loaded, but for those of you that have not loaded in...
Oh yes, mine finally loaded.
Perfect.
Yeah, man.
I'll put that into the Discord as well, as you see 2 of these guardians.
Are they huge, large?
These are medium creatures.
Oh, okay.
Medium creatures that live.
Funky looking creatures.
Do they look like they're made out of stone or metal or?
Silver statues.
Okay.
They look like silver statues of tall, human-shaped. Pretty sure. Wait, let me double check. Lighting. Figure. Should be token.
I'm still loading.
6. I think that's the whole party, though. We just... Oh, wait, no. I need to fix some...
Okay, I think it's loading now.
Perfect. So ahead of you, 2 statues stand guard at the end of this door.
Well, I'm gonna guess there's no way to talk our way in unless anyone has any ideas.
I mean, they're constructs. I don't think they're. I mean, they don't even have mouths, it looks like.
Seem to have moon heads.
Would you weep over smashing a statue?
I mean, I guess we can just go for it if we don't have anything better to do.
Could Roddigs inspect them to try and maybe learn about them?
Well, so you could do the study action. Not necessarily inspecting them, as you'd probably have to get like up close for that, but you, the 2024 study action. Try to study.
Okay. What check is that?
In this case, it's relative to what you're trying to study. A construct. Wait, let me check. I have a chart for that. Where is it? Here it is. Construct. History check.
Ooh, I'm not great at those. Yeah, what the hell?
Also, the less noise we make, I feel like in this case would be the better.
As you say that, Roddigs takes one step forward, going clang, clang.
Yeah. So you've never seen guardians like this, but certainly you've seen constructs before, and guardians that are constructs. I would say as a dwarf, especially, you know, like temples to Gond, things like that, always have types of constructs and stuff. Most of the time, you at least know that those ones have kind of a mission or like a set rule that they have to do or follow. They normally understand their creator. They often don't speak, and these ones certainly don't look like they speak. You really don't know much more than that.
Roddigs is going to turn to the group and say, "You think maybe we should throw a rock at him?"
I mean, maybe we should throw like a fireball at him or something like that, you know? I mean, I feel like we're kind of dancing around the issue right now that we have to get in the temple.
So you guys, so you guys are like on the edge of a path climbing up to this. So I know it's a small map, but this is pretty much the battlefield. Going down is climbing down like a small goat path. So you're like right now out of line of sight. And if you want to walk up, you can, let me know. But right now you guys are like out of line of sight on the goat path.
I think if somebody yells out for him to stop, Roddigs is just going to walk up and try and look at the thing.
I'll just join you.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody roll initiative. They both look down. They raise these heavy kind of paddle hands, and they immediately look aggressive. No words, nothing like that. They just raise their hand up, and they kind of like somebody raising a sword. Unfortunately, Hongans, but.
Under the new rules, is initiative guidanceable?
I'm gonna say no. I don't think so. As far as I can tell, I don't think it's technically a check. Like, it's its own thing. So I don't think so. It's not an initiative check. It's just... unless that's changed, I'm not 100% what it says. Yeah. It looks like you can.
Oh, really?
I think
Yeah,
so.
What the hell? I'll just roll a d4 then.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, it is a check. And with my rules as well, I have reaction guidances too. So
So actually, that moves me up
even
one spot.
if you weren't ready. All right. Down to the bottom. There we go. So 4 on top of your initiative. That'll at least put you in between them.
Literally and figuratively.
You guys make your way forward. They raise their arms up to attack. Roll into initiative. Let me find better music. All right, Nero, first to act as you see them immediately take aggressive poses with their weapons.
I'm going to. Yeah. Just shoot.
And I guess there actually, I know there's not one on the map. There actually is a door here. My bad, I'm gonna put it here. All right, 21 to hit. 23 to hit, both hit.
Okay. I think that was with.
With sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Plus
Okay.
10, plus 10 on the damage both times. All right. You blast your laser rifle into the creature twice. You don't see, let me see. You don't see much damage-wise. It kind of just, it doesn't even reflect off of the silver. It absorbs into it.
Guys, my shots didn't do anything. That will be my turn.
What kind of damage would that have been?
Radiant.
Radiant damage, and it seems to just absorb right into the creature.
Okay.
Oscar.
Well, there goes most of my damage.
I mean, that's a bit concerning if it's radiant damage, but I guess let's see if this works. I guess I'll rage, try and hit him just real hard, you know?
Right, rage and grow in size.
And I'll move over here. And then 20 feet straight forward and hit him with the reckless attack. Oh, that's just the, whoops, that's not right. Yeah, I'm not gonna do brutal strike.
29 hits.
Do I do any damage?
Ooh.
36 points of damage.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, he took all that.
cool. Oh, sorry, and then another D8 for charger. Oop, that's not. Sorry. There you go.
All right. One hit seems to put a huge dent in the creature's chest. Silver somewhat malleable.
Hit him again, eh?
29 hits.
Yep.
32 points of damage. 2 heavy crushes into the creature. leaves big dents in it.
And that will be my turn there.
Wormwood.
Oh, sorry. 2 con saves. DC 17 for Topple.
Yeah. He's got just
I
plus
gotta remember
3.
that.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
so you knocked him prone on the
Yeah.
second swing. All right. One's prone, and crushed twice with his heavy maul. Wormwood, your turn.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You know what I need to do is configure lighting. Sorry, I'm gonna make it real dark. So that areas without light are dark. I'll just up the light. You guys should all be able to see. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, just give me one more second. Just reading a few things, so I got a few higher level things.
My pizza just got here. I'm gonna run upstairs, grab a couple
Go
slices,
for
and
it,
be right
go
back.
for it.
Be a minute or two.
What do we do, Wormwood?
Okay, I think we do. Let's try this. Wrath of Nature. I will sort of. I see that we're in a. It's a big cube, but I'm only targeting like. I can't place this cube. If I can't play, like I can rotate it round. I guess does it go all the way around? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'll pop it there. And I'll use the rocks option. This is this doesn't have legacy in brackets, so I guess this is still the same in 2020. Because we're in a cave surrounded by rocks, I'm just going to start like the whole walls start rumbling and boulders start
It only
dislodging.
affects your enemies, so I mean you can cover the whole.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what has it's minutia like that I was trying to read for, but yeah, like
Yes. It says difficult terrain for your enemies.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll do that, and as a bonus action, then I will hurl a rock at one of them. We'll dislodge from the ceiling and revenge, the Attack of the Clones style, I guess.
Okay. So they need
so
to dex save? Or
it's 3d8 non-magical though, so I don't know what that's gonna do. So we'll see.
or it's just a spell attack for you. Make a ranged spell attack. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what it says. Okay, how do I do that? Just a
It's plus your
d20
spell
and
attack bonus. So for you,
D20.
if you go to your spell book, it should tell you at the bottom right there, plus 12.
plus 12. Yeah.
Easily hits. So 3d8 damage.
Oh, sorry, that I did d10.
Then it has to make a strength saving throw or fall prone. It makes. But it takes half damage, non-magical, 9 points of bludgeoning. Very nice. The area is difficult terrain. The grass overgrows, starts to wrap around their legs, but not your party members, as you take full
Well, I
control
mean,
of.
I'd say like because it's rocks, I'd say like the ground surges up and like wraps around their bases.
Rocks
and,
just
like
causing issue around
it's
them,
raining pebbles on them, and it's just like it's a pain in the ass.
unbalancing them and whatnot. Very nice. But easily. Anything else in your turn?
I think I'm going to back up to just find a safe space to continue concentrating on this spell to make things easier.
And I know the square's weird, but I would say like it's kind of a weird square. It's a big enough area. It's just we can just delete this. It's the whole area. It's the whole area.
Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, shaft.
This whole area here is back right now. But just because it's a big orange square. Roven, you're up.
I think I'm gonna use vicious mockery on that being over there, saying, "I never thought I'd be fighting a walking, not so much talking toenail head."
Ooh.
Wisdom saving throw. Sorry, has advantage against magic. I'll roll one more time. He does not save. All right, so you insult him. He feels a little bit bad about his head, and you brought it up in the first thing he said. Go ahead and roll damage.
The way he's like, that's a sore spot for me.
Psychic damage seems to affect him, as he can't express the sadness, but he just lays his head down just slightly. You can tell if he had a mouth, he'd be frowning. He's sad.
He's a sad moon.
He's a waning.
A waning moon.
Anything else on your turn?
That's right.
And then I'm gonna throw out a bardic inspiration.
I'll mark that off. He has vicious mockery for disadvantage. Can't forget it. Bardic to who?
We'll go with Rodix.
For Rodix, a bardic inspiration. What are your bardics right now? Bard level?
Should be level 5, so
5. So it's a D8. Perfect. Buff you with that D8, Rodix. It'll pop up for you to use that on your rolls. So
Oh, good. Thank you.
Pop-up window.
he starts playing that flute again.
You play the flute to him. Anything else on your turn?
No? Well, he might move right about here.
This Moonlight Guardian will right itself up. And it will make 2, well... Yeah, let's do a Moonlight Beam. We're gonna do a Moonlight Beam, 60-foot beam. It'll shoot through Oscar and Nero. Dexterity saving throws the two of you. DC 15 Dex save. Oscar, the beam shoots like right through your chest. Nero, give me a Dex save.
After the beam fires. Oscar, look out!
Nero does dodge out of the way.
You can't catch me.
Creature takes half damage. So half damage, it still catches your leg. And so 22 is reduced down to 11 for Oscar because it's radiant. And then 11 because you dodge, Nero. And then I think that takes his full action. It do be taking his full action. Draw takes.
I think we're gonna be kind of simple. I'm gonna go up to this one, try and keep him in place, and I'm just gonna make a regular attack with me mace. If indeed I can find where that is. There it is. Okay, that is a 14, which I'm assuming does not hit.
Does not hit, unfortunately. Kind of just bounces off and shakes, slams into his leg.
But does a 19 hit?
Ooh, +5. That'll make.
Alright. We are going to roll damage, and I am going to have. This is going to be. The extra damage is going to be necrotic, since Radiant did some doing it. 2d8. Why did that roll a d20? Hold on. So that should be.
I think you hit attack instead of damage. Just
Yeah,
hit
I did.
damage again. Yeah.
So 11 is going to be the necrotic, and
then just hit damage with the mud. Yeah, perfect.
There we go. So 18, 7 of that being magical bludgeoning, and 11 of that being necrotic.
All right. 7 points from the bludgeoning, 11 necrotic. He takes all necrotic
That's
damage.
magical bludgeoning.
Yep.
Okay.
Takes 7, then 11 necrotic. 18 points of damage.
And nobody else is like bad health wise at the moment, I don't think.
You guys, only the beam just hit, and it was like 11 damage to both of them, so not really. That's all that's happened so far.
Yeah, I think that's all for me.
All right, the other Moonlight Guardian. This one will save its beam for next round. It's gonna go ahead and well, no, I think its beam is its strongest attack anyway, and it's guaranteed damage. It's gonna go here, and it's gonna shoot a beam sideways through the three of you. The
Oh, very
Moonlight
nice.
beam through the three of you there. Dex save.
Rude. Anyway.
Well, you lined up.
True.
Oh,
Where am I
What
supposed
kind
to?
of-
Hey,
what-
nice rolls.
What did I do to deserve this?
Half damage. Let me roll damage.
Roman's the most sort of like cocky, precocious character ever. What did I do to deserve this? I didn't kick any warning tests. What are you talking about?
Half, and half.
hey, just
Oh,
a quick question. Do we have advantage on saving throws because of the Hero's Feast?
Oh god, that's actually a genius move and I didn't do it. Sorry, you have Hero's Feast. I should buff you with that. I'll take care of that in a moment too. I didn't because we had the reset. I didn't do that. 6, 13, and 13. Guys, I lost all the 2d10 rolls. I'm gonna do this. If screw it. We'll just go with average for everybody. We'll give you 10, and to make it easy right now, I'm just gonna put it under temporary health. And all we have to do is just consider that stackable with 10. Editing the actual max health is a... Except for Wormwood, because he has the old sheet. That's easy.
Yeah. Glad to be of service.
He shoots a Moonlight Beam through three of you. 26 points of damage, reduced down to half for many of you. Did I apply that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did. Perfect. 6, 13, 13. That's his turn. And I thought about how to use these guys better. Nero, you're up.
I'm going to.
You see the rifle didn't seem to damage him, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take out my oh wait, not that. I don't want that. Take out my long sword and run up there.
You do also have a long bow if you wanted to just range. You do have the ranged option still, but yeah, you can run up.
Oh yeah.
You got, you still got a
Yeah.
long bow.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Right, just a longbow shot. Or two of them. Uh, 13 unfortunately misses.
Oh, we take that off.
Been a while
Okay.
since we've shot with this thing.
Yeah.
2 shots from it, both
Wait.
miss. Oh no, you took it off the -5. I know you meant to.
Yeah.
So what's 5 more? 5, 6, 7, 8. That hits.
Oh. Mm,
9 points of damage. Unfortunately, it's not magical, so half. for 4.
Yeah, I need to invest in a magical secondary.
Need that backup in case Radiant doesn't work. Hasn't been an issue really until now, I don't think.
Yeah. That's
And you know, a lot of things coming up are undead, so Radiant will be good, but not these guys.
I'm just tell Sylvie to go and try to take a bite. I'll do this one over here.
As it shoots out a beam of light, Sylvie charges forward 26 hits. Damage, I think went up for Sylvie as well. I believe it's 2d6. So,
Oh yeah.
so you can throw another d6 on there. Another 2 damage, perfect.
Then that
12
will be
points of damage from Sylvie as they chomp into it and rip chunks of silver out. Oscar, you're up. Swing with the maul. You are muted, by the way. But you swing.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Does that hit?
It definitely hits.
Oh, cool. Cool. That damage. Bam.
31 points of damage with the maul. 21 will hit.
Yep. And then also, I guess, another 2 con saves for prone.
If he falls prone.
Topple.
Doesn't fall prone on the first one. What's your DC?
17.
Yeah, he falls prone.
Nice.
30 more points of damage as you crush the creature under your maul, slamming him into the ground. Really not too hard. He's almost shattered away at this point.
Yeah.
Break off like an arm and a leg and a big chunk of his rib cage.
I think that will be my turn there.
Wormwood.
Yeah, I'm just going to use my action to engage the Wrath of Nature and bring down a rock on that one's head.
All right, ranged spell attack. So this one's disadvantaged because he's prone. But this one you can just attack.
Okay, so I'll do.
Or you can do disadvantage, whatever you think.
No, I want to get the one that's nearly dead. 1d20 plus 12, and then I'll just do that again.
Well, the one that's nearly dead is disadvantage. That's the one that's prone.
Yeah, I know. That's
All
right. I'm fine.
30 would hit. Roll one more time. Yeah, you definitely hit him.
Just bring a big rock from the ceiling down. That's 3d8, right?
I believe so. 3d8 non-magical.
Ooh, good
20 points of... Unfortunately, because it's non-magical, it doesn't finish off, but it's damn close. It crushes and bends his moon-shaped head, but he's not fully dead. He kind of still twitching underneath the rock and kind of shoves it off of him, goes to sit up. Not his turn yet, but he's still moving.
And in doing this Wrath of Nature, Wormwood is doing like full-on Yoda hands, just like bringing it down from the, like conducting the destruction.
Crush the construct, you would. Roven.
He is going to put that one hopefully out of its misery.
Pull out the pistol. 29 on the dice, 28 hits. Oh, disadvantage though. Pistol, it's prone.
Yeah,
Nice.
should probably not use topple in this group. Everybody's got
Yeah,
ranged
that's
attacks.
right.
Starting to realize Prone's only really good for 2 of you, but hey, it's still
Yeah.
good. Nat
Hey,
20
there
on
we
the
go.
disadvantage. You easily hit.
Should have used a should have made a great sword for my weapon
all
instead
good.
of a
And then,
maul.
You finish him off with a shot. He's kind of like about to push the rock off of him. You pull out the pistol and just blast him down.
yeah, he's just smiling.
Just smiling.
Roven is creepy.
We're just now realizing the smile.
I mean, no, but I'm saying it out loud. I'm just saying what everyone's thinking.
Yeah, he's gonna take a shot at the other one as well.
Gunshot.
Yeah, we're gonna look at that. I don't like that roll.
Don't like the 11. It does miss. Give me a lucky roll.
Just mark that off real quick, and then
Are you still concentrating? Large reduce? No, that's...
that happened a while ago.
That'll hit. So did Wall of Fire that. Athene.
It jams. He smacks the gun, shoots it over at the creature.
6 points of damage.
Do the fighting styles and maneuvers work with a gun, or do I need to use a melee weapon for that?
I think I want to say that's melee, but what is it? You adopt particular maneuvers. The maneuver present in alphabetical order. That doesn't help. I'd have to look on DD. I want to say it's melee. Does anybody know? I'm double checking.
I mean, from what I saw, I didn't see anything. But
For maneuvers,
For maneuvers,
you can do any. Yeah, you can do any attack with range attack with maneuvers.
It's just a maneuver. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's some attacks you can't do at
Maneuvering
range.
attack when you hit a creature with an attack roll. Yeah. So I think unless it says
Oop,
it
Shit,
says
sorry,
melee,
didn't mean to do that.
it just says maneuvering attack, lunging attack. Most of these say with an attack roll. Parry is melee attack.
Riposte, probably.
That's pretty
uses
much it.
gun to block weapon.
Riposte, riposte and parry. Like some of them are.
What about disarming attack on this creature? Can I disable his arm
With a
or
weapon
paddle
attack,
arm?
that works. On this creature, he's not holding a weapon. Yeah, it's technically not a weapon. He's just... It's part of his body.
Yeah, just like that. All right, then well, I know one thing I can definitely use. I think Commander Strike.
Oh.
Oh, but I'd have to throw one of those attacks. That's right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you would forgo an attack to have one of your allies. Like, you could tell Oscar to attack. Which is actually super, super powerful. Because Oscar does some crazy damage, so... Really a good thing to have. But, you've already
keep that
shot
in
twice,
mind.
so the second shot goes out. You have a bonus action. If any. You can surround... Well, no, you can't surround him. Well, you could if you go there and then Oscar there.
Let's get behind him. Get against the wall.
Flank behind him. Alright.
Walk in a hard place.
Raw Tigs.
I'm just gonna hit him. I'm adding a +2 in the roll for flanking.
25 hits.
25 damage, and we're gonna add 2d8 necrotic.
Very
Do you need
nice.
me to separate that up, or?
Nope, you're good. 18 points of damage.
I think that's it.
As long as I know what the damage is, it's good to go, and I know it's necrotic, so all of it goes through. 18 points of damage, badly injured at this point, as this statue is also looking bloodied. Moonlight Guardian's turn, and he's going to see if he recharges his beam. He does not. So just 2 Moonlight Slams. And definitely think that you've hit him enough to gather his attention here, Rodig. Both of these will come at you. Oh, he crits.
But he didn't.
Oh,
Not on you. But he does get a hit because of it, and then another hit.
Shit. If I had a shield fade, we would have missed that one.
So this will be the bludgeoning damage, and then I think I have to roll the radiant separate because it's not adding it. So 2 hits of bludgeoning, and then 2d8 radiant. 1 from each hit.
So 21 altogether?
21 altogether. 2 heavy hits that follow through with a burst of radiant light. A smite with each attack. And I think that's his turn. Arrow. Still
Okay.
alive, badly injured, now surrounded. Sylvie's kind of got one of his arms chomped down on. What do you do?
I'm gonna shoot at it again with the longbow.
17 hits. You're unfortunately real rusty with the longbow today. The gun has been too... into 21. Both hit.
Okay. Let me get the Drake reaction for the whichever one. The second one.
Yeah, infuse your weapon with a reactive strike. It's an additional d6. Unless that went up too. I don't think it did.
I don't think so either. I think it's just a normal attack.
Just their damage and size and flying. 10 points of damage, then a d6. Fortunately, 10 reduced to 5, but is what it is for now. D6, 4 points of damage as well of lightning that shocks into the creature. Lightning or cold in this case doesn't. Then 4 from the second hit. All right, 2 arrows, both make purchase, not leaving heavy dents, but they do pierce into the creature.
Then I'll move up a little bit over here.
And then that's only Sylvie's reaction. I think they can still bite, right?
Oh yeah.
Because it's their reaction. It's not their action.
Yeah.
$22 hits. 2d6 plus their strength. 3 plus 3. And then 4 from proficiency. 6 damage. 9 points of damage. Badly injured. Still standing. Oscar Van Dane, you're up. Crushed one of them down into the ground.
Let's end this guy here. Hopefully.
Quickly holds up his paddle and deflects the blow. No, you have surrounding.
Yeah,
add it into situational. So 15 would have missed, but 19 hits.
All right, cool. Yeah, I gotta remember to do that.
Just so I don't lie to you. That does hit.
Yes.
A lot of 2s and 1s, but minimum of 3. 28 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah, that's a
Definitely
6
paid
boost
off.
right there.
Yeah, that paid off
Not
that
bad.
time.
Just hit him again. That's a better roll.
13 on the dice, 24 hits. 28 with surrounding. 30 points of damage. It finishes him off. 2 heavy
Nice.
slams with the maul, and that Moonlight Guardian crumbled.
Could Roddick's attempt to get any of the silver, recover any of it?
I would say 100% you guys could carry what you can in broken pieces of silver. Or you can leave it out here to get on the way out, depending on how you want to leave this place. Which I guess maybe you don't 100% know.
I might actually need some for a thing, so I will take. Can I take carry like 5 pounds?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you think you can carry worth, you can grab. These guys are fully made of silver.
We need to get a bag of holding or something. I can't believe we haven't gotten that yet. That's like pretty cheap. We could put a lot of silver in that thing.
Don't I have one?
Do you?
Let me.
Wormwood.
Pretty sure I do.
Pouch, blanket, yeah, bag of holding, yeah.
Let's carve these guys up and put 500 pounds of silver in that thing then.
What do you mean? I've got one.
Rowan takes a chip of the one that he shot and puts it in his pocket.
I'm just gonna unceremoniously toss the bag of holding over at Oscar. Like almost like waiting for a moment where he's not paying attention, so it sort of like catches him off guard.
Oh.
That's what currently is bag of holding.
Fill her up, laddie-o.
Oh, potion. Wow, we got a lot of stuff in that thing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess some good healing potions at
I
least.
think we've thrown things in there and then forgot we had it.
Yeah, potion of invulnerability. That's what we want to forget about.
Like, we're holding.
Okay. Can I use I guess maybe just for flavor, but can I use the flame tongue to, kind of carve through and carve chunks off them, kind of?
Well, I mean, 100%, but also you are a smith, right?
Oh, yes. Well, yeah.
I mean, you have smithing tools as well, but using the flame tongue to heat it up and then melt away pieces of silver and take certain chunks, yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I will say it's gonna. If you guys want to harvest silver, we'll just pass 10 minutes. But you
Okay.
sit out here and start to harvest it. Oh, that's an hour.
Cool.
Oh wait, how long did it take to get here? Does it tell me? Wait.
We teleported. We just
No, we don't
immediately arrived
teleport.
here.
1 mile within the vault. 1 mile. That's just how far the radius is. It was a couple miles. I'm just gonna say an hour, so we'll pass 10 minutes harvesting. We're at almost 1 o'clock.
Sounds good.
Is the door locked, or does it seem like it's locked?
So you walk up to the door. What you see specifically, 2 austere pillars flank a stone double door set into the wall. Next to each pillar is a silver statue. Yeah, that's all handled. The doors have crescent-shaped handles. That's it. It's just a big doorway.
I'm gonna yank that door open.
You yank the door open? As you pull on the door handle, doorway emits a 30-foot cone of silvery light for 1 minute, centered on the middle of the door.
Pretty.
Con saving throws from all of you.
All of us.
Yes.
Oh no.
You also do open the door. It's not locked. Con saving throws from everyone.
For as much as he drinks, you would think Rovan would have a better constitution.
Well, one might be informing the other.
That's fair.
And this is a strange thing to add, But if you're not in your true form, so if you're shapeshifted at all right now, which I don't think anyone is, you have disadvantage on this save. I don't think anyone here is shapeshifted right now. DC 17, so Wormwood and Roven fail. Half damage on a success. This is radiant. 24 radiant damage. It begins to shine that moonlight from the door for 30 feet around it. And you all take that immediately. And I'm not going to say initiatives. I'm just going to say you realize you have to either go forward or backwards. You cannot stay in this moonlight or you take damage again. And let
Run!
me,
I'm not gonna think about this twice. Just run right in.
all right, so you guys go with forward. Let me just apply damage really quick before we go too far. So just that
You don't have
always
to, you don't have
fine. Yeah, I have to. 24 points of damage. Let me get that applied. So let's just put you all here. All right, I need. Who's taking full damage? Just Roven, Wormwood. 24 points of damage. I also need one for Sylvie. Also included in it, fortunately. Half damage to everybody else. Quarter damage to Oscar. So Oscar, you take 6 points of damage.
Cool. Asimar, friggin' awesome. I don't want to say best race. That sounds weird, but it's a good one.
Species
Definitely
in
a dangerous
2024.
path to go down.
Yeah,
Species in 2024.
best species, I guess.
Okay. Anyway.
That sounds even weirder, though. Really.
I know it does. Anyway, Wormwood takes half. Let me apply that. No, wait. I already hit Wormwood. I already hit Wormwood. Let me give you 12 healing.
Rodix takes half too.
Who did I not hit? Rate, half damage. Arrow, half damage. Alright, all set.
Is anybody in bad shape health-wise?
The first thing that you see, if you hover over them, do you see like injured and badly injured? Do you see that on there?
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Generally what you see, so I think you're currently in the worst. The first thing that you see in this room that you have to kind of run out of to get out of the light, right? Once you tuck into the hallway, I'm going to say you're fine. But what you notice in there is a stone statue of an elegant elf in flowing robes watches over the chamber. There's an inscription in Elvish in the bottom, which I know at least Nero, you speak Elvish, right? Yes, you do, and a few other people do, I think, as well. And it reads, "It is not surrender. Live to fight again another day." And there's a weapon rack that has a black steel longsword that looks magical. And so,
if somebody wants to grab it, I can cast Identify.
After a minute, that light stops too, so you can wait for that door light to shut off.
I look over at it.
That's a thing.
That's exactly what I need.
Should we really be?
I guess there's more than just armor here. There's a small unlocked chest, there's armor, and there's a weapon rack. There's a black steel longsword and a shield bearing the stylized floral emblem of the Order of the Rose. An armor stand bears a black breastplate. A small unlocked chest holds a small potion.
If everybody wants to wait, I could cast Detect Magic as a ritual, and then Identify as a ritual.
Can we get a little light on the occasion? I can't see a blasted thing.
Yeah. Let me cast.
Oh yeah, Wormwood doesn't have dark vision.
I'll cast light on my wall.
Well, la-di-da, you can see in monochrome in low light levels. Well,
Well,
Aid floats.
Here, there's light on my mall. You can see 20 feet light. It's great, okay?
In the chest, you see there's a potion, crimson liquid, regularly pulses with dull light, calling to mind a heartbeat.
Well, that's not stirred up.
Can I cast Detect Magic as a ritual?
Yeah, if you guys want to wait 10 minutes in here, I'm going to roll a d20.
Nice.
Is that really
The casting is interrupted. As coming down the hallway, you see a wraith. Everybody roll initiatives.
Just hanging out.
And out.
The wraith really wants to roll high. Uh, 14, it's not the worst roll. Wormwood, throw me an initiative.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. Then I'm gonna roll a d4.
Oh, down.
All right. Yeah. A wraith comes around the corner, sees the light. Say is at the corner when this happens. They're here, and we'll start combat. Nero, as you're sitting here, Rodix is starting casting a detect magic over these items. As out of the corner of your eye, you see a shadow just swoosh into view. As you get a view on kind of a humanoid ghost-like figure with kind of a metal crowning and glowing golden eyes. You feel kind of a strange aura around it. What do you do?
The ghost. I'm going to. Yeah, I'll shoot it.
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
Shoot the ghost.
3 on the dice. 16. That does hit.
Yes. And then I'm gonna enable sharpshooter for this next one.
They had better rules written down for how to run this basement. Alright. 26 hits. $20 points of damage on the first one. Don't forget to add plus 10 to the second. 26 points of damage on the second. 2 heavy hits blast right through this creature's chest. Looks bad. Injured it.
And then that's it. That'll be my turn.
Roven.
We need a story wisp on this.
$16. That hits.
He pulls out his flute again and he plays a song. You see energy building in it. And it shoots out towards it.
Till the end of your next turn, it emits dim light. Cannot go invisible, and it is glowing. Very cool. I'll just put like a 10-foot light on it.
And then beyond that,
Does some good damage.
I think I'm gonna use Commander Strike if that counts.
I don't think anybody's... Oh, can they do a ranged attack? Yeah, if that works, yeah.
Hey Nero, you want to shoot again?
Ooh, of course.
You also get to add your superiority die to the damage, which, Rovan, I believe that's a D8 for you.
I believe so.
All right, Nero, make another attack, and you get an extra D8 on the damage. Gonna hit. Damn, this guy's gonna get fucked up before he can thing.
Sad days.
Sad days. It's actually really good for you.
You said a D8?
You get an extra D8 of damage
Oh, okay.
from his ending strike. (23 plus 5). 5
Damn,
not
bro went
enough
through
to
it.
Finish him. He's just barely alive. 3 health.
No.
We go to Rotig's turn, yes?
Yes. Rodriguez is gonna shout, "I was casting a bloody spell!" and run straight forward. Gonna leave a little bit of room there. But he wants to be at least close to the lead, and he's gonna cast a Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
If he could roll a Dex saving throw, that would be really nice.
Click it for me. It'll give me a button in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Boom. Dex save. DC 21. Nat 20.
Holy shit.
Bro wants to live.
I was gonna say he had to basically roll either like 18 or higher to save.
He throws out a nat 20, shifting into the shadow. It looks like he's about to retreat as he dodges out of the way. Anything else on your turn? A bonus.
Bonus action. Give me 1 second. I don't think there is, but
You're about to survive with 3 health.
Pretty.
no, I don't want this guy getting away. I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Do it.
This
You need
poor
the spiritual
guy.
weapon to hit. And what you see, Rotigs, as you're up this close, he has pulled a horn out.
Oh man.
He looks like he's trying to
Oh.
send a signal. He has 3 health left. If he does not get hit with the spiritual weapon, a signal is sent off. Go ahead and make a
That's-
spell attack roll.
Okay. So I did that. How do I actually make the attack?
So it'd be a spell attack. I don't know if it gave you a button for that or not, but your spell attack is a plus 13. I can tell you, you just have to not nat 1.
I was gonna say here.
He
I'll
has
Well-
a 13 AC,
Okay.
Hey.
19 on the dice. Very
Okay.
easily. You
it's like a
whack
30,
him.
like a 31 to hit.
A D8, and then I believe it's plus your spell modifier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
think
plus 5. He has 3 health, so that it kills him. As a spiritual weapon slams into him, he's just about to pull a horn up to his lips and blow it as he just fades away and a horn clatters to the ground.
Well, that was
Right.
close.
Rodriguez is gonna grumpily walk back here and begin casting his detect magic again.
He was staring at the shield, but Rovin's gonna go towards that horn.
You pick up the horn. It just looks like a regular horn, made of like a hollowed out like goat horn turned into like a blasting horn to make noise.
I mean, anything can be an instrument if you try hard enough. Oh, sorry.
You begin to do the ritual. From what you can tell of the armor's just a regular breastplate, stylized black like the Order of the Rose. The longsword made of black steel. It is magical. It's a +1 longsword. The potion reveals to be a potion of vitality.
I do not need any of that, but if anybody else does, feel free.
Does anyone want a +1 longsword? A potion of vitality? or a regular breastplate?
I'll take the potion.
I'll take the long sword if nobody wants it.
Yeah.
If anyone's spunkier than me, I think if maybe Hoggin should have
I
it.
mean, I might take the breastplate.
I'll add the long sword to Nero. You can also sell this stuff. Alright, long sword
I'll
to
take
Nero.
vitality, but in order to hand it to Hoggin and be like, you seem to prefer, like I, to remain out of harm's way.
Oh, did you say what the shield was?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
It's
the
just
shield.
a shield. Sorry, just a steel shield bearing. So the breastplate and the shield are just stylized, as is the sword. So they're all like black with a rose on the front. But just a regular sword, or regular shield, regular breastplate.
I mean, I'll take the stylized shield.
Yeah.
And then I got the shopkeeps, but it's a little less.
As you guys start to make.
By the way, I feel like Rodix would want to leave his mark on the armor, so he's going to use his smithing tools to write the dwarven word for fart across the front of the breastplate.
Fair enough.
It's important.
Yes.
So this area, it's not represented well. It's actually a 100-foot long gap. So I'll show you guys kind of what that looks like here on the. It's a little bit of a weird map, and they didn't represent it here, but it's a 100-foot walk, so it's not. That did not pop up super. Little 100-foot jaunt in between that hallway, so it's like 140 feet long that you fought that wraith in. You get to the end. It ends at a flat wall. As it turns left. There's a secret door around here, so investigation checks as you guys make your way through.
I'll aid, anybody who wants to do it.
You can all,
You know
all
what?
individually roll for this. It's fine. You're all walking through.
Okay.
I'm an
Somebody wants
inspiration that.
If somebody wants to aid someone else, you can, but
We're rolling so well.
yeah, we're throwing
Just
them out.
picking some toenails.
There we go.
It's DC 20, and you hit it, Rovin.
Okay.
Rovin, you spot it along the wall. You see the faintest traces of runes light through through some of the brickwork, and so that is a really strange map. The map doesn't match perfectly with what I have. Okay, so that's actually even just to continue through this tunnel at all. So it comes to a dead end, a flat wall, where you find those runes along that wall.
Can I make an Arcana check to see what these runes mean?
Well, what does it say you need to do? Let me see. Yeah, yeah, sure, give me Arcana.
Alright.
Easily enough. You believe you just need to trace the runes, and it opens the secret door in the wall. There's a doorway here.
Okay, let's see. He starts tracing the runes to get it open.
And with that, as you trace these almost invisible, faint, the doorway opens and the entire wall opens up to you, curving down and around to kind of move you guys here, where it opens up into this larger hallway. Give me perception checks.
Finally, one I'm good at. Well, kind of good at.
As you just listen in before really pushing much further forward.
Yeah.
We're blind.
Let's lucky one more time. It's the end of the
It
session.
is the end of the session if anybody wants to burn any.
Yeah, I guess I'll burn the inspiration then to try and do this again.
Yeah.
I actually rolled a 15 out of 12 because I guidance myself.
We have so many luckies.
Ooh.
Hooray!
Hey, at 20 as well. All right, I'm going to say the 19 and the 19. The nat 20 and Nero. So Oscar, Nero, the two of you hear the telltale signs of distant moaning of zombies and undead. It sounds like a horde of them up ahead. You even hear the shuffling of their bodies around. It sounds to the right and not very far. And so you can tell there's like a large group of undead coming up. And that is what we'll leave off on because you guys have a light. You have a lot of choices to make for movement here. Wormwood can't see in the dark. And you can tell there's going to be a bunch of undead. And what you have found so far is that a wraith was trying to send a signal, which means they are guards. And there's probably some protocol to that, right? So any action taken from here out has to be with the utmost care, or you signal the horde of undead that you hear in the other room.
Ooh.
I feel like
We
Roddick
got
returned to
this.
the group with a smile that indicates he will not be acting with the utmost care.
It's just, we go for that horde of undead. And maybe we do.
About how, like, is there a few dozen?
You don't know. You just
Okay.
hear a lot of grumbling and movement. And they did mention that they had a horde of undead.
It'll be fine.
How many, you don't know.
Roddick is going to say there's zombies in the same way that most people would say there's free beer.
Hey, there's zombies over here, guys.
Oh,
Lights.
I love zombies.
With that, we will end here and pick up next week with the full table of 6 and continue dungeon. It's a very big mega dungeon, kind of. So this dungeon is probably the biggest they've given us so far. We've been in kind of tiny dungeons for most of this campaign. This is a pretty big one. So do pace yourself. I'll say that much. But Horde of Undead next week. I hope you're all ready for it.
I mean,
Pace
we're
as in
broken and
rapid.
Rogan here. Let's see how